is a fight fan, and he's a fight fan's fighter.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ain't no pressure when you built for this.
Man down, round one. The True Perks.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undefeated super flyweight from San Antonio, Texas, Jesse Bam Rodriguez! The universally recognized, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin, the Dream Haney!
Devin Jr. The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney.
Bud Crawford is a fight fan, and he's a fight fan's fighter.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ain't no pressure when you built for this.
Man down, round one. The True Perks.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undefeated super flyweight from San Antonio, Texas, Jesse Bam Rodriguez! The universally recognized, undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin, the Dream Haney!
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out. Cool boy Steven Jr. The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney!
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out. Cool boy Steven Jr. The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney!
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out. Cool boy Steven Jr. The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney!
Bud Crawford is a fight fan, and he's a fight fan's fighter.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ain't no pressure when you built for this.
Man down, round one. The True Perks.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Antonio, Texas, Jesse Bam Rodriguez!
The universally recognized undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin, the Dream Haney.
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out.
Cool boy, Steven Fulton Jr.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney.
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out.
Cool boy, Steven Fulton Jr.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney.
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out.
Cool boy, Steven Fulton Jr.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney.
You can't fight the power of Gervonta Tank Davis. What a scintillating display. Well, you question Deontay Wilder's power. The proof is in the banana pudding as he just turned the lights out.
Cool boy, Steven Fulton Jr.
The Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, here is the skilled, the highly regarded Devin, the Dream Haney.
And it is what it is, man. Shout out to the family. As always, let me turn the music down just a tad bit. It seems to be a little loud. Man, shout out to the family, man. Much love to everybody. You know what I'm saying? When y'all come through, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, right? Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. We will definitely be catching comments tonight, man. But we got to cook, man. We definitely got to talk about this boxing talk. We definitely got to talk about this boxing talk. And it's been an interesting week. I was gonna say day, but it's been an interesting week when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that we have to talk about, Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the biggest stars in the sport of boxing. I got love for the brother, a lot of love for the brother. You know what I'm saying? I think that I think Tank is the goods. I think he beat damn near everybody but Devin and Shakur, right? I got Tank over everybody but Devin and Shakur. And I'm not, and even those fights, right? I'm picking Devin and Shakur to beat Tank. But damn it, they 50-50 fights. They 50-50 fights. I would not be surprised if Tank come in, and we got to be honest about this situation. Tank is the individual who got the ultimate equalizer. When you have the ultimate equalizer, I don't give a damn about none of that other shit. None of it. The power that Tank come with is always gonna be a threat. He always gonna be a threat, bro. It is what it is. We're gonna drop the link and post it at the top. We do that just for the family. You know, anybody who wants to jump in. Shout out to my brother Piro in the building. Piro, don't do me like that, Piro. Piro said he beat the shit out of Devin and Shakur too. Shout out to my brother Piro, man. Much love. I disagree with you, but Piro, you know what it is, man. Come chop it up. We can discuss that. We can definitely discuss it. Shout out to my brother Josh Sanders in the building, 86. You feel me? Part of the TWT, the winning team. Shout out to you, bro. Much love. Appreciate you coming through. Man, I'm gonna tell you. I don't fuck with the smoke that people got for Tank right now, especially when they talking about things outside of boxing. I ain't a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. Everybody, even if I told y'all I rock with Devin, y'all would be like, well, we know that. You feel me? Y'all, we know that. I rock with Dev. Even though I rock with Dev, I got to keep it a buck. I got to be honest about what I see going on. And I'm not going to sit here and cap about shit, bro. I'm not capping about nothing. What I will say is this. It seems like at this current moment in time, it seems like, right, individual they got smoke for Tank. And they ain't about to fight Tank. They not about to fight the brother. When Devin was saying, right, being a Devin fan, when he had the fight with George Kambosos for Undisputed, I said, damn it, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. I support the brother for going for Undisputed. And I got to support, because I support him going for Undisputed, I got to support everything that come with it. We knew what that contract was. We knew at the least, at worst, it was a 3-fight deal. If you go listen to Bob Arum, the shit might be a 5 to 6 fight deal. Who knows? According, that is according to Bob Arum, respectfully. What I'm saying is damn, at some point in time, I have to call cap. Ain't no way. And I didn't plan to do this. Didn't plan to do it at all. But I got to do it. I got to be honest. Ain't no way you can sit here and call for a Tank Davis fight, right? I was on a panel with Bill Haney. I was on the panel with Bill. And I asked him, I said, damn, okay, what has to happen for the fight between Devin and Tank to be made? A lot of individuals like to protect their fighters, right? If you know anything about me, I'm not trying to protect nobody, right? The reason I ride with Devin is because I think Devin is the goods. I think he's more dedicated, just as skilled as any guy you can name, and has a ring IQ out this motherfucker, unmatched, right? Unmatched, in my opinion. Y'all can tell me I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. Elaborate on why y'all think I'm wrong, but don't come in saying, "Oh, Devin did." No. We're gonna speak on the facts. When it comes to Tank Davis, in my opinion, once again, just my opinion, is possibly the biggest puncher in the sport of boxing, right? The only person I would say is neck and neck. I'm not even gonna say two people. And I'm not saying that they're even. But I'm saying they're neck and neck. And depending on the fight that I see between them, my opinion may change. You got Tank, right? We definitely know you got Deontay Wilder. That's a fact. That right hand is special. Excuse me. And we got Arthur Beterbiev. Those are the hardest hitters in the motherfucking sport right now. I like EJ. I like Bud. I like Charlos, Canelo. I'm not a big fan of Canelo, just to be honest. I'm gonna be honest about it. Not a big Canelo fan. Triple G, MJ Akhmadaliev. Hey, when we talking about pound for pound punchers, it got to come down to Tank and Deontay Wilder, bro. That's what, and Arthur Beterbiev. I got to give him credit there. It got to come down to him as well. Because I seen that nigga hit a motherfucker, and the nigga didn't even do the stanky leg. He did a dance. Hold on, we got to, can we find some video? That's what we got to do tonight, man. If y'all rocking with me, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I got to bring some of these. I don't know if I get I don't even know how I can get demonetized when I'm not monetized. So I'm not sure I can get demonetized. That's why I can do what I'm doing right now. We're going to Arthur Beterbiev versus, what was buddy's name? He had a weird ass name. It was like let's see, what's the brother's name? Is it Deniz? I don't know. We're gonna start there. Let's see what we get. And matter of fact, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put this in to the YouTube machine. YouTube is definitely a machine. Right now, YouTube telling me I need to go over and fuck with J Scoop podcast and my brother DJ over there. Shout out to my brother DJ. Much love to DJ. I need to go fuck with Fred Hawthorne. I plead the fifth on that position. Let me do what I'm doing. My God, you talk. Never mind. We're not gonna do that. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we got here. And I'm gonna put the chat on mute. They just said that this brother power is inhuman. Inhuman power. My God. Inhuman power, right? There it is. Josh Sanders. There it is. Had the nigga doing the goddamn, I don't know what you want to call that dance. We're going to see it in a second. Look at that. Look at this. Just look at what he doing. To the body, back to back. Ooh, sleep. Now, I will say this. It seemed like it's a lot of behind the head shots. Do y'all see that, chat? Do y'all see him? Do y'all think he's throwing shots behind the head? That would just seem like, in my opinion. Where's the fight? There's a fight coming up. Let's see if this is the one. And what's with the red ring, man? I'm not a fan of the red ring. I don't like the red. I'm not a fan of it. Keep that shit blue or black, nigga. Keep it blue or black. Maybe that makes me racist. I don't know. I don't know. Man, look at the hands he put in. Okay, well, this don't count. This dude worked at the taco stand, so he just he wasn't even trying to survive. He was just out there. So that's what happened when you just out there. Guess what? You get your ass whooped. Damn, my neck hurt. Who is this? I didn't see who the opponent was. That definitely ain't Marcus. I know Marcus Brown. He ain't no gray in his beard, so I know that definitely is not Marcus Brown. Who is this dude? I don't remember this fight. I ain't gonna hold you. Barry Jones, excuse me. I do not remember this fight. I do not remember it. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to throw 1-2s again. Yeah, you get. You ever watch fighters and y'all just be like, man, this motherfucker don't have a clue what the fuck he doing? Man, Idris, you there? Hey, y'all want to see? Watch this. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 quick second. Watch this. Oh, the scholar in the building, man. Shout out to my brother, the scholar. What up, scholar, bro? Can you hear me?
I said you're gonna have to give me some theme music or something when I enter the building, man.
I've been trying to get you. I need your help, bro. I will have a theme music for you. I gotta figure out how to clip this shit. And I will say I've been working on it, and I believe
I'll get back to you. I'm gonna try to link up with you on the telephone or on Skype or some type of video thing so I can share the screen and walk you through it. But I just been busy, man. I started this academy shit, so I've been Monday through Sunday, man. I'm always doing something, but I'm gonna try to make some time, bro.
It's all good, bro. And I believe I got it. I just gotta do it, right? And you know, I try my. You ever get to that point where you want to be right? You know what I'm saying? You want to do it the right way so bad that you overanalyze and overstudy to do the shit. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I believe
you use StreamYard, right? You use StreamYard. You just go to that. You go to that add a clip section.
Yep. And it's my thing is when I look at the video clips, I'm like, okay, is there a certain? And I'll go through a whole. I ain't gonna go through it with you right now, but I go through a whole thing in my mind as far as how to do this shit, if that makes sense. So, but yeah,
just trial and error. Just try it, and if it's wrong, shit, correct it. That's what YouTube is for, man. Like, I remember when I first started my channel, right side, like my best friend that I worked with was like just criticizing the shit out of my channel, and then one day I just told him, I'm like, bro, you got to start somewhere. I'm gonna see the progress. And that's exactly what happened. I can see the progress from the first video I dropped until now. I can see the evolution, but you just gotta try it. Trial and error. That's basically how you gonna learn anything, any job, any profession. Nursing, doctor, boxing is trial and error. Training is trial and error. Everything's trial and error. You just gotta keep the good shit or the bad shit out. But yeah, don't overthink it, man. It's really simple. You just add it to that section where you go to StreamYard, you go to banner, and then when you're in banners, you go to scroll down to the clip section and just hit it. I mean, upload it, and then whenever we like what I'm talking right now, you just hit that clip. It'll allow you to title it, so you can title it like when somebody say something crazy, and then hit it.
And the thing was so originally, because I got 2 clips right now already there, and the way I got them was because I was looking for an intro. And I was looking for an intro for 2 shows, got with one of the brothers, and they put it on for me. And but they put it on, right? And so then I was like, okay. And it's all in my mind, I don't want to fuck nothing up. And I don't know why I feel like I'm gonna fuck something. How can you fuck anything? I can't mess anything up here. That's what I gotta keep telling. I gotta keep kind of making sure that's my realization is, bro, you can't get on here and fuck shit up, bro. If it don't work, ain't nobody gonna know it didn't work because it didn't work. Like,
yeah, you could always take it down. If it worst case scenario, you just take it down, start another one,
and try again. Now, we'll talk about it, Scholar. I'm gonna put my email in the chat, Scholar, and then me and you, I think we can chop it up.
I got your email. We emailed a long time ago. It should be in there. We was chatting a while back.
Okay, that's a bet then. That's a bet. But man, Scholar, man, appreciate you coming through, bro. Talk to me, man. We got a fight coming this weekend, man, and a lot of people they're not talking about it. They're not talking about the fight that's coming up this weekend, and I think it's a hell of a fight. I think it's a good fight. Liam Smith versus the second. You know what I'm saying? Eubanks the second. we know that Eubanks was supposed to fight the drug cheat, respectfully to him, respectfully, Conor Ben, respectfully. But the brother, he did get caught. Well, I don't know if he got caught or not, because from what I'm hearing, they going through second samples, and maybe he didn't get caught, but from what it seemed like, it seemed like the brother was cheating. That's what it seemed like. But
So
go
what I
ahead.
say to that, right side is, we got, as YouTubers and content creators, we gotta hold the gun on the cheating stuff. Only because Victor Conte just did a video and he was talking about how when Canelo popped dirty for steroids, um, Canelo was still suspended. Because see, a lot of people think he was guilty because he was still suspended, but that ain't the case. His suspension was less severe because he provided a hair sample. So they told him, okay, you're gonna be suspended for this amount of time. And he said, I didn't do what I didn't do it. I'm innocent. So they said, okay, you wanna make your punishment less, provide us with a hair sample. Because that hair sample gonna tell what you did for a long time. They could go all the way back and be really thorough with that hair. And he provided a hair sample. And then he provided receipts to the restaurant where he got the clenbuterol from. And the owner says, yes, we get calves in, and they give the calves clenbuterol to make the meat leaner. So that's why Canelo was basically absolved of any wrongdoing in that. Even though he still got suspended, it was less than what it should have been. So
Right.
so that might be the case that's happening with Nigel.
No, with Connor.
Connor, yeah. With Connor.
And this is the thing. I at the end of the day, until you, and my thing is this. I kind of talked about this earlier tonight about Tank Davis. You're innocent in this country. You're innocent until you're proven guilty. And it's so many people who are quick to jump to. Let me ask you this, Scott. Let me ask you this. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure of what your thoughts are on Tank Davis, and I don't want to know yet. The reason I don't want to know, because I feel like if I don't know right now, this is the most honest truth that, you feel me, we can talk about. Do you believe, you feel me, the things that the people are saying about Tank? Because even right now, you got individuals going out saying that. And we had, if we really want to talk about it, we had Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley come out and say, regardless of what happened, I don't give a damn what happened. Of course, this is what he didn't say it in these exact words, but basically, I don't give. Hey, if you put your hands on women, you feel me, which I agree with. If you put your hands on women, that's despicable. At the same time, we had the victim come out and say, well, it didn't happen. He didn't put his hands on me or my child. Man, how do you evaluate that situation, bro? Do you automatically say Tank is guilty? Like what is your thoughts on it, bro?
Yeah, I think Tank is not only is he guilty, because like Tim Bradley said, there's no scenario in which you should put your hands on a woman. You're a fighter at that. You're not a regular civilian. You know what I mean? We've seen your power in the ring. So absolutely no, there's no exceptions, no case, because normally domestic abuse people always come out and change their story. That's why the state started picking up those cases, because they was tired of that shit. So yeah, I think Tank should keep his hands to himself or just leave. Those are he has too much on the line to be in a toxic relationship. How many people have we seen careers derailed because of women? In all sports, football, basketball, baseball, all derailed. Like, he got a whole bunch of history to learn from, and got a whole bunch of mentors in the game he can call. Floyd Mayweather had a domestic violence case. He has a whole bunch of people in the game he could call and get advice from for him to be making these stupid ass mistakes. So I have no sympathy for Tank. I think that's stupid on his behalf.
So when the girl comes out, and once again, I'm not on either side. I'm just playing devil's advocate to your point in this situation. So when she comes out and says, or recants her statements, and I agree with you, we have seen that happen multiple times, where the quote unquote, and I want to be sensitive to the victims in these situations. Got to be sensitive to them. But when you come out and you recant your statement, I gotta call you. I gotta say quote unquote victim, because if you're gonna say, well, this shit didn't happen, although you're the one who's reporting it happening, right? Do we have, is there credence there? I think I was on a show tonight. I hadn't looked up the word. I hadn't looked up. I think what he said. I think it was Stockholm syndrome is what the brother used. I hadn't looked that up, so I'm not familiar with real Stockholm victims, or I'm not.
You don't know what it is?
I looked up the definition. But I never really heard anybody talk about it.
Yeah,
And so
it's basically where the abused person starts to sympathize with their oppressor. Basically, like if a little girl is being touched or something by, the stepdaddy, and then they eventually start to say like, I love the stepdaddy, and then when they get punished, they start sympathizing with him, like, oh, he didn't really mean, he really loves me. He did, you know what I mean? Like the person that's abusing them, they actually kind of fall in love with. They start like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like they start to develop feelings for them and empathy for them instead of like, no, they abused you. Like you're the victim. They don't see themselves as victims. They start to sympathize with their oppressor.
And so I'm not saying, once again, I'm not going to hold you. The individual who brought this up in the chat, I think, they talked about kidnapping, and I don't know. I just don't know enough about the Stockholm syndrome. I did think it was interesting with him bringing it up, me looking it up, and then seeing, exactly what they said. I can't agree or disagree because I don't know the full extent of the situation. But I thought it was interesting. I thought it was an interesting point that was brought up, saying that because the brother was saying, and I will say the brother trolls a lot, so it's hard to take it. And this is the problem when you trolling, right? And when I say trolling, I'm saying the brother coming in, he's saying some of the wildest things you may have seen, not just straight up. And so when you come in with that energy from the beginning, and then you are possibly speaking on or possibly speaking truth to facts as far as you look at it on a situation, it's really hard to differentiate just because I done seen you troll so many times, right? And so then that's why I said I went and looked the terminology up, and I read it verbatim, or not verbatim to the chat, but when I was reading, I was like, okay, I kind of understand it, I kind of do, but I'm not all the way sure if I understand what's going if this applies to this situation.
So I don't. Stockholm syndrome is a real thing, and I don't think it applies with this. I think that Tank is with a person who lives a certain lifestyle, and because allegedly she was with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine put that out, but he's not credible either. But I just look at her lifestyle. She in a lot of pictures with a lot of different celebrities, so that let me know she used to live in a certain type of lifestyle, and she just didn't want to mess up the golden goose. If she gets Tank in trouble, what does that mean for her financially? Because I'm pretty sure she don't got no job. I think it was more so she was trying to protect the golden goose to lay the egg, and for the future she could hold it over his head. I'm gonna go back and tell him that I was lying, that you really did hit me. Like I think that they're in a toxic relationship. I think that girl knows. I think Tank is toxic, and I think she's toxic, and I think that she knows that Tank is her meal ticket, and she's gonna do everything to keep her hot meals still coming. But Tank's stupid for falling victim to this. Like I said, he has so many different examples. He could call Mike Tyson right now. He was on Mike Tyson's podcast and say, Mike, what do you think I should do? You dated Robin Givens, and Mike could give him some stellar ass advice. But I mean, I just don't see. He shouldn't be going through the things that he's going through with the amount of knowledge that's available to him for free.
And I ain't gonna hold you, Scholar. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be quite honest about it. Once again, I'm not that knowledgeable in the situation, and so it's interesting to me what you just said, right? The exact things that you just put out there is kind of what was put in the chat, as far as I can't remember the exact words that the brother used, but and once again, I thought, I was like, man, this dude trolling right now, bro. He trolling, and now what you saying, it damn near the same way. I gotta rethink my position on that. I gotta rethink it because he said something to the fact of, or the only reason that she came out with that is because she sees Tank as the money or as the money machine, and she want to make sure she protects the money, so she got to protect Tank. Hence, and then that's where the brother dropped the word Stockholm, right? And I'm sitting here like, okay. So then, you got individuals, they came out, they talking about kidnapping, and I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, I just don't know enough. I don't know enough to say anything about it, but it was just interesting that you bring this topic up, right? Or not just the topic, I brought the topic up, but the way you speak to it, and it seems like you got a lot of knowledge on it. I know I don't have that much knowledge on it. And it seemed like the brother, when he was talking, some of the things he was saying kind of go right along what you're saying. They go right along those lines. Man, that's very interesting to me. My question is at this current moment in time, so are we saying that Tank really was let off the hook because of an individual having certain issues mentally, maybe, I don't know, that's the problem. I don't even know if Stockholm syndrome. I don't know if that's a mental issue. I don't know what to classify it. I don't really know enough about it to really speak on it. I just thought it was interesting that it was brought up and how it was kind of debated tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, and with the knowledge that you got, I would defer to you and to hear your opinion on
it. The Stockholm stuff is we can't classify nobody with Stockholm syndrome because we ain't no therapists. Therapists are the only ones. I mean, shit, we don't really. We know of it, but we don't have the certifications to qualify anybody with Stockholm syndrome. But even if she did have it, it wouldn't apply to this situation because she can't sympathize with her oppressor and at the same time oppress him. Because I mean, if she's holding this over his head or just retracted her statement so she can get money, I mean, she's kind of turning the green light on. Well, you could treat me how you want to treat me, just pay me. You get what I'm saying? That ain't Stockholm syndrome. Stockholm syndrome will be like, we see her getting abused by him, but she keep making excuses for him, like, "Oh, he been through a lot. He didn't really hit me that hard. I love Tank." That would be more towards the direction of Stockholm, where she would be defending him to us. She would have never went public if she had Stockholm, but that's not the right classification for the situation.
Okay, and once again, I'm not real familiar with it, so I will admit immediately. I can't speak on it because I don't know enough about it to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Piro in the building. We got my brother Ben Israel in the building. Man, Ben Israel, shout out to you, man. What you got for us tonight, man? Talk to me. Then we come to you, Piro.
Hey, shalom to my dude, Dub Right Side. Y'all hit that like button in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. We doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shalom to my brother, the Boston Scholar. I'm trying to get my dude to go live tomorrow or sometime. Hey, shalom, Boston Scholar, man. I'm waiting on you to go live. You go live, drop your content. But I'm waiting on you. Shalom to my dude, Puro. Que hola, chica. Chico.
Chica, I don't know. Nah, you good. You good.
Chico.
Shalom, brother. Shalom. How you doing, Ben?
Because, some people take it the wrong way.
Hey, Ben, I think you just called him a female. I believe you called him a female. I don't know that to be a fact.
I said Chico.
Yeah, Chica is female.
I believe so.
Ben retracted. Ben retracted.
But I correct myself. I said, I correct myself.
I understand. I got you, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Piro no Ben. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Piro? How you feeling, my G?
I'm feeling, man. How you doing, man?
I got 2 minutes to talk my shit before Dub passed the mic. So
handle your shit, bro.
I'm gonna use my 2 minutes to greet you and my dude, the Boxing Scholar. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna talk this boxing shit because y'all know Puro, you, and I think the Boxing Scholar should, but he probably don't know. I don't know the Boxing Scholar, my G. But shalom to you, my dude, King. Do your thing. Keep pushing your shit. Stay on your grind, my dude. I'm subscribed to the channel already, which you already know. Put it on, Bud ducking, Puro. This what right side don't want to talk about.
They both ducking.
No, we not both ducking, Puro. Two people can't
Yeah.
duck in a gunfight.
One fought amnesia, the other guy's fighting
Perot.
Keith.
Two
Come
people
on, man.
can't.
Hey, Ben.
Don't show up.
Ben.
Those
I
are
ain't
just
gonna show up.
facts. Those are just
Hey, Ben.
facts.
George Foreman said in the comeback they wanted him to fight Mike Tyson, and he said one was scared and one was glad that he was scared, so they both ducked each other.
Hey,
There
but
it
Boston
is.
Scholar, come on, man. But this not them gladiators, the Boston Scholar. These two gladiators, and I'm putting respect. You heard how I referred to Bud Crawford as a gladiator.
Appreciate that.
And it's
Ben.
not every
Appreciate
day, Boston Scholar, I refer to your boy, blah blah blah, Crawford as a gladiator. But tonight, since you on the platform, I'm gonna keep respectful with you, cause Puro know how I feel about Canfish Crawford, and that's talking to Puro, cause Puro already know he ain't mad about that shit. But the Boston Scholar, your boy Duck, man. Them other fighters you just gave reference on, they was ready to fight. But Canfish Crawford, he not ready to fight. I'm going on mute because I'm loving your energy. Puro done pulled up. The right side done allowed the most hated motherfucker on YouTube to get on this panel without censoring me. I gotta be respectful, my G.
I can't really, like we be quick to say a fighter ducking somebody, right? And I can't see neither one of these guys being scared of each other. It's either one or two things, right? Either both of them are scared of each other and YouTubers are right, or they just couldn't get the business going, they're getting the business right. And I think that's more so what it
I'm
is.
saying it's both. I'm saying it's both.
Hold on, guys.
That's their
Hold on,
excuse.
guys. Hold on, guys.
I promise
Hold
you,
on,
I'll
guys.
go on
Hold on.
Right
Billy
side. Let me
John.
just.
Hold on.
Every day the Boston Scholar
Real quick.
man.
I'm gonna let you respond, bro. Real quick. Billy John, bro. You ain't never been on the platform, bro. Turn your camera on, and we'll definitely. I ain't got no problem letting you on, brother. Just turn your camera on for a quick second. You ain't gotta have your camera on when you're up here, but I ain't never had you on the platform. Hadn't really spoke to you, so want to make sure you're not trolling or anything like that. But shit,
you know they be following Benjamin, Doug. That might be one of my trolls.
Oh, they're following me.
And he ran.
Already know
And
they
he
try to
ran.
kill me.
Here,
Puro,
Wait a minute.
why you told me it's a hit on my head, Puro?
Hold on, wait a minute. And right when I said put your camera on, the brother ran. He ducked out of this.
I told you they be trolling Benjamin, man. But
They be trolling me too.
Hey, but Doug, thank you.
And that's why I just want to make sure that anytime
troll.
somebody jump on,
And I'm gonna go on mute.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. My bad, bro.
I ain't gonna even forgive me though, Doug, because I want to talk to the Boston Scholar. I'm subscribed to the channel, which he probably don't know, but I'm letting him know right now, Doug. And I'm fucking with him. But I'm telling you though, the Boston Scholar, your boy Doug though, man, Bud Duck, and left everybody, me and right side, at a disagreement about the same shit though, my G. Right side, no. He said, but he's still making up excuse. He don't like to fight at Aerosmith and Keith Thurman at Win 54. Doug do not like that shit.
I don't.
Knockout, he do not like that shit. But I'm telling you,
Knockout likes that fight. Knockout.
If you got a gun in my head, the Boston Scholar, and you telling me I'm gonna take everything you got and I'm gonna kill you if you don't fight Keith Thurman. You got the ups on me, my G. I either die or fight Keith Thurman.
But that ain't what's being said.
That's what he said, though. What he did.
Man,
so you telling me the Suleiman not threatened? So you hold up, right side. You telling me Suleiman did not threaten Keith Thurman with scripting him if you don't fight? I mean, you telling me that Suleiman didn't threaten Errol Spence with scripting him if he didn't fight Keith Thurman?
No, I agree with that. The problem is that if ain't no way,
154.
Hold on. Ain't no way Suleiman can call for any type of mandatory if he gonna let the fight happen at 54. The mandatory happens at 47. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
But thank you again. But this is what I want to ask the Boston Scholar though, because he a scholar, and I'm saying, damn,
it's on you, Scholar. It's on you, Scholar. After being, bro.
But Scholar, if Suleiman sanctioning Keith Thurman, why didn't he sanction Bud Crawford if he had the WBA in agreements? Because
he can't sanction Bud Crawford because Bud Crawford ain't got the WBC. Bud ain't got the WBC belt.
After me, and you gonna sit there and try to Get a man some energy to your perspective. You playing tug of war. Right side playing tug of war, boxing scholar. Right side is playing. He fought with Terrence Crawford to the 100. I want all y'all to know Puro, right side, fought with Terrence Crawford.
That's
and
a fact.
He still think Errol Spence will beat him if they fight. But at the same time, you meet these dudes who say this stuff.
I'm the same.
But Puro, I know you sit there and say you done went on. you was abstinent about Terrence Crawford bucking the match. Dub right side never confessed to your boy bucking though.
Bro, wait a minute, man. You're not gonna get on my platform and tell me what I didn't do. I'm one of the first individuals I have said.
That's what
hold on, Ben. Ben, come on now. Let me get this off. Let me get it off. I done said from the beginning. When Bud went and fought David Avanesian, I looked at it as a duck, bro. I did not like that. I hated him going to make that fight. I thought that he should have stuck through the negotiations and made the fight with EJ happen. I'm very honest and fair-minded. Oh, well, I think I'm fair-minded. A lot of y'all, people may tell me I'm crazy, and I may be. It is what it is. But I think I'm very fair-minded about this shit. I have no problem with Bud getting his money, none of that shit. I ain't looking at the money. What I'm talking about is the
why you want
hold on. Let me finish, Ben.
But you said you gonna let me finish and pass it to Doug. I mean,
right, go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
Then you don't hold the mic. You gonna let me try. You trying to get me to lose my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna work, Doug. I'm not trying
to make you do anything. All I'm saying is ain't no way what you doing is you attacking.
You said you gonna let me finish and pass it to the boss.
But at the same time, when you sit here and come out here and say, "Well, Doug, feel this way," I gotta come on and say what I'm at, bro. I gotta do that.
It's your platform. I was just on mute. Go ahead. I just wanted to address the boss about the buffoonery that you're trying to preach.
Address the scholar. If you're gonna sit here and say and put my perspective out there, I'm gonna correct you and tell you, no, this is my perspective. So if you're gonna address the scholar,
okay, why you hate the fight? Okay, since we're gonna sit there and boss the scholar, forgive me, my brother. Because I'm finna go back to right side, and I was finna give it to you, because he wanted to address why I'm saying this. Why you mad, the right side? If Suleiman threatened EJ to strip him of his WBC title, if the fight at 54 or 47, you had Rick and everybody telling you, damn, fuck what the fight at. It's the bullshit that Suleiman put this man under. After Terrence Crawford done bucked this man that you know fell well, and you said out your own mind, you understand that. Then turn around when he bucked him, Terrence Crawford done bucked him. Now Suleiman trying to buck you too. This is what I want you to look at.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, Doug, give me a minute right now. I'm close by the airport. The plane just landed. I just can't see right now. I go ahead and cook right now. I just lost a train of thought right now because Doug with this Terrence Crawford shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, and this is the problem. This is the problem.
Why he's trying to sit there and tell y'all why he mad at Keith Thurman and Errol Spence at one. And I'm not saying this, Puro, that the fight gonna be announced. And remember what I told you, Doug? I said, man, what if this fight don't get announced at 54 and get announced at 47?
And what I told you,
statement will go in vain, though.
When you said that, what did I tell you, though? What did I tell you when you said that? When you said that, what I told you?
Oh, you might be on point, but I'm saying
no, that's not what I said.
Why be mad?
That's not what I said.
Mad,
that's not. Hold on, Ben. You capping? You ain't putting the full truth out there right now, bro.
Okay, put the full truth then. If I'm capping, put the full truth then.
When you asked me,
stand on your word.
When you asked me if that fight happened at 47, I said, God damn it, I want to see it. I ain't got no smoke
But
with it.
Suleiman
Wait a minute, Ben. Wait a minute now. Now you
Because
can't.
even if it don't happen at 47,
Ben, we can't.
if it happened
do
at
this.
54, you're gonna still say that Suleiman. See, that's what I was saying. But I'm saying that this fight, Earl Spence and Keith Thurman is a bigger fight than David Abenija and Terrence Crawford. 4-1, at least 3-1.
Nobody disagrees with that.
3-1.
Nobody disagrees with that.
But 4-1, I might get people to get ready.
I disagree with that.
I know you'll disagree, Boston Scholar. This is why I want to address you. And Doug keep trying to, because he get mad because he tugging war from both ends.
On the right side.
What up, Mix, man? What up, Mix?
Mix, that's Mix.
Hold on.
What's happening? Y'all talking about the Dutch King? What y'all talking
Mix is on
about?
this motherfucker. Ah, shit.
Mex got the Dave Chappelle.
I know this ain't my half brother.
All right, so respectfully to everybody, we're gonna keep this shit respectful. We're gonna keep it respectful. And so now, Ben, this is what I asked. We're gonna go to Ben. Ben, ask Scholar your question. We're gonna let Scholar reply. Then I gotta get my brother Piero in here, and I gotta get my brother Mex in here. Ben, go ahead, brother. We're gonna move in the direction that I just told y'all we moving in. Go ahead, Ben.
Hey man, I'm gonna address Mix a lot, man. My brother Mix don't.
This ain't the time to do it. This ain't the time to do it, Ben.
It is the time. That's my brother Mix.
You can't address everybody.
Mix, you don't fuck with Ben. Let them know
we can address everybody, bro.
Tell them Mix that they be hating on us, man. We the most. I got a motherfucking white brother. Y'all motherfucker be hating on Mix. But Mix will tell y'all hating on me. Why y'all ain't mad at Ben? Mix tell them when they get mad at you. I said, why y'all mad at me? Get mad at Mix. Shalom.
Put it back up. Put it back. Piero, put it back up, Piero.
No, Mix, what's good, brother?
No, we're not going to Mix, respectfully to you, Mix.
Oh, shit, damn.
And the reason I
Mix,
say
they don't
that,
want you to address the bullshit, Mix.
No, man, bro, don't do this. Don't do this, bro. You just said you want to address the scholar. I want to let the scholar respond to what you address him on. And then we're gonna bring Piero. Hey, Mex done jumped on the panel. Shout out to my brother Mex. Appreciate you jumping on. But we ain't even got the Piero yet, bro. Man, you can't do it like that, man. Address the scholar on your question so we can get the Piero, then we come into Mex. Go ahead, Ben.
No, the Boston Scholar is all love, though, man. But one thing I want you to know, that boy has been bucking for 5 years. He's been telling you. He lied to you, the Boston Scholar. He told you when he see EJ is on site, that means he gonna bust his head. He gonna do all this shit. Keep in mind, the Boston Scholar, you heard my rant by Bob Aaron and how Bob Aaron was all this about Terrence Crawford. He said he can't sell shit. He cost me all type of millions of dollars and all this shit. I got on Bob Aaron head about this shit. But now Bud was in negotiating with people that look like you, the Boston Scholar, that look like Pearl, that look like Mix, that look like me. We all brothers, because Mix may be light-skinned than us. Mix, I fuck with Mix. Duh. And Mix ain't never, and Mix will give you, anyone you dudes want to smoke, Mix will give you motherfuckers to smoke, bro. With any shit. And Mix, stay away from my midget hoes, Mix. Hey, Doug, I'm for leaving over boxing. Because Mix like to talk about he got more midget hoes than me.
Do you have a question for the
Mix ain't never fuck a midget hoe. And Mix, stop lying, talk about you got midget hoes, bro.
Do you have a, we're not talking about
I did fuck a midget.
We're not doing that. We're not talking about midgets. We're not talking about that. Ben, do you have
hold on. I got it.
Have a question for the scholar?
I'll answer it because I think I know what he was trying to say a while ago. So with David Abenija, am I more impressed with Bud fighting him than EJ fighting Thurman? And yes, because it's for a belt. These fighters pay all these sanctioning fees. You get in the sport to be a champion. If he fights him at 154, and the rumors are true, I am going to be really, really disappointed. Because you have to give the fighter a chance to get a belt. It seems to me like he wants to retain his status at 147 while taking a minimal risk at 154 for no reward for the other fighter. And it doesn't make any sense to me. That fighter, Keith Thurman, best way to beat Errol Spence is his legs. He's gonna fight at 154. You think he's gonna have his legs? And he's an older fighter. He's not gonna have his legs. So yes, I'm disappointed with this fight at 154. 147. No matter what you say about Bud, he gave that man a chance at the title. It was a title fight. No matter what you, huh?
No, go ahead. My bad, Scholar.
No matter what you thought about the level of it, it still was a title fight. And I think that's so unfair to give a fighter a shot at just fighting you in a payday without getting the title. It, to me, is like the ultimate slap in the fucking face. Oh, and also before I get off, Jose Sulaiman cannot mandate a fight at 154 for no title. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Hold on. And that, real quick, that's my problem with all of this shit. Anybody who know me, y'all know I pick EJ to beat Bud ass, bro. But I'm a fan of Bud. I'm a big Bud fan. Shout out to the great brother. And this is how much of a fan of Bud I am. I gotta call the great brother Bud right now. And the reason I gotta call him the great brother Bud is because the great brother Bud has been slipping his way around a lot of the shit that I disagree with. That's a whole nother story. All I'm saying is we got to keep it a being about it. And when it comes to this situation, I do not agree with EJ fighting Keith Thurman I don't agree with him fighting him at 54. No, nigga, that shit need to be for the belts. It need to be for the titles. He need to fight at 47. That's my opinion. Man, definitely we're gonna pass it around. Piro, it's on you. We go to my and shout out to my brother R West in the building. Much love to my brother. What up, R West? How you feeling? We coming to you in a second, bro. We're gonna go to Piro first. We coming to Mex, then we coming to R West, man. Go ahead, Piro.
Shit, I ain't got really nothing to say. Go ahead. Can you move on to Mex?
Mex, what you got on it, bro?
Ducks fly together. This is definitely a duck move, and I mean, regardless of who you think is gonna win the fight.
When you say it's a duck move, what's a duck move in your opinion? Talk to me about the duck move.
I mean, so look, like, first of all, I think, like, I understand people try to start their timeline where it's convenient for their point to be made. I like to always start at the beginning. I feel like the way of solving problems is to get to the root of it. So, I mean, from the point that Terrence Crawford decided he was going to move up to 147 after becoming undisputed 140, he said he wanted anyone that had a belt. So I think Spence won his shortly after. Spence did the whole go get a belt thing. That right there seemed a little duckish, right? A little duckish. But he said, hey, go get a belt first. All right, cool. You ain't done shit, supposedly, at 147. But you're the undisputed champ moving up. You already got all the belts from previous things. You, like, most champions should want that fight. But of course, go get a belt. He ain't got a belt. Then he comes back to his face and said, I got a belt now. Then what happened? Let me clean up my side of the street. I agree with that when it came to getting belts. But he had plenty of fights that weren't belts, weren't mandatories.
What fights did EJ have that weren't for belts?
Mikey Garcia.
Okay.
Right? I mean, as far as not belt or mandatory. Now, the thing about Danny Garcia, at the time that the fight happened, he was mandated. But when the fight was signed before the car accident, he was not a mandatory. But since Earl was out for a minute, WC made Danny Garcia mandatory by the time they fought. So the fight would have happened originally when it was supposed to, he wouldn't have been a mandatory.
Outside of Mikey Garcia.
And Danny?
No. Well, you just said that Danny was mandated. You just said that. Respectfully.
No, but I'm saying he only got mandated because of the accident.
Well, we can go off of why. I'm not talking about why. I'm not talking about. I'm asking what's.
But why is it important though?
Oh my! All right, go ahead.
Right? I mean, because it's the same reason that people give of why we had to wait so long, right? We say why we had to wait so long. Well, Spence got an accident. Okay, Spence got an accident, so that's why, right? So why was Danny mandated? Because Spence got an accident.
Not to cut you off, brother. Not to cut you off, but didn't Danny get in the ring and say, "I'm your next fight," though? So
he did, but he wasn't mandated.
Already mandated.
No, he wasn't mandated. That was a PBC thing.
Hey, even with that, Max, we could just you say what other fight? We could just take the fight that he did it with. That's the example right there. Not Danny Garcia. Let's talk about Mikey. How fast would Mikey literally said one day, "I want to fight Errol Spence. I see something," and the fight was signed within a week. Why can't the same thing happen with Bud?
They've been trying to age Bud out, bro.
Because Bud ain't signing shit, bro. He not signing the fight.
How you
Bud,
know that?
There's no offers given until recently.
I know this because Bud is the individual who will tell you, I agree to everything, and then when it's time to sign, he don't sign shit. He don't.
No,
sign
he agreed.
bro.
He agreed with everything proposed
and
that they sent. That doesn't mean that you cannot send something back.
What is the reason? Have you? My question is this. This is my question. I rock, and you heard my brother Ben Israel. He'll tell you I rock with Bud, bro. I rock with Bud. Ben Israel and Ben is the biggest hater. I ain't gonna say hater. He the biggest EJ fan. I'm going the biggest EJ fan. I'm not really an EJ fan. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not really an EJ fan. I think EJ beats, once again, like I always say, I think he beats Bud, but I'm a fan of both of these fighters. I love both fights. Both fighters. I love them. I'm looking for, and it hurts me when I gotta call a spade in this situation. But when I do it, right, when I look at the situation and I say, okay, I understand the points and mix. One thing I love about you, you'll go back to the beginning, right? And I don't disagree with anything that you say going back to the beginning. My problem is we had an opportunity for the fight to happen very recently. And the reason that fight didn't happen was because Bud didn't make the fight, bro. It is what it is.
So right side, I'm pretty sure you definitely subscribe to Mark's channel. Did you see Espinosa on there and how he said sometimes they'll sign the contract like 24 hours?
Yeah, hey, that shit was crazy as fuck.
So what is Bud supposed to? If Bud agreed to everything verbally, even though they was fucking him, not giving him what he was worth, what was he supposed to sign if they don't sign till fight day?
This is the problem, Scholar. This is the problem. We saw when that came out. And when Oscar De La Hoya said, hey, we need the contract by Monday, the motherfucking contract was delivered. Is that a fact?
But did they sign it? They might sign it on fight day.
Wait a minute. We gotta break this all the way down. So my first question, once again, because what you asked me was, we've heard them say that the contract may not be presented until the week of the fight. We have definitely heard that. I agree with you. When what's the brother Spinoza was pressed, when we seen what Oscar De La Hoya said. Oscar De La Hoya said, damn it, if I don't get the contract by Monday was Martin Luther King's day. Motherfuckers ain't working that day. That nigga said, if I don't get the contract by that time, the fight is off. And the contract was there. Is that a fact? Yes or no, Scholar? Yes or no?
Yeah, but that's a loaded question. It was there, but was it signed? Was it signed?
I'm not asking a loaded question.
Because the argument that you were making is that Bud won't make the fight happen because he won't sign. Oscar did get those. He got those contracts, but the fight might not be signed. It's just something for the agent to look at to know what they're trying to agree to.
Can I ask you a question in? Can I ask a question about that? Okay, so if they don't sign a contract, say they don't sign it till the day of the fight, the morning of the fight. If Ryan Garcia agrees to the contract, is he going to have a fight in between there before he fights Tank Davis? Because Earl ain't had no fight yet. So I'm just saying, Earl ain't had no fight yet. The person who had a fight, who obviously didn't agree to it, who says they did, is Terrence Crawford. I don't care. Even if he got the contract, he say, I agree to everything. He can say, even if he's saying it and they don't know that, he still fought somebody else. He could have said, well, I'm still waiting. We waiting, whenever. He's the one who fought somebody else, though.
But you're under the assumption that they actually sent a written contract. With that, in negotiations, they came with a written contract, and Bud.
But what did he agree to?
He agreed to the terms verbally, but they had nothing in writing yet. So how do you know that they sent Bud a contract? I'm gonna say it again. Did Errol Spence post a contract online? How do you know that they sent?
I've never seen a boxing contract posted online.
Well, that's a conversation ended.
Scholar R West, real quick. R West, I got you twice back here. I'm adding you to the second stream. I need you to drop off on one of them, but I'm gonna add you on and then I'll let you figure it out respectfully, of course. What the fuck is this shit, man?
That's not. I don't know what that ain't me.
Bullshit, bro. That's that. Who does this shit?
Oh, I was wondering what you was talking about. I thought you was saying you couldn't hear me. So I don't know what that is.
Man,
what happened, Dub? Dub, what happened?
Bro, this shit is crazy.
Dub, what happened?
Next time that happens, man, ask me. Ask me before you add. I didn't know what you was talking about. Before you add me again.
Yeah. It will never happen again. My apologies, bro.
Okay,
so I put a picture on this fucking thing.
Hey, and that's why I do. And I never wanted to do it this way, but man, we gotta have from moving forward, bro. If you're jumping on the panel, bro, you gotta show your face because you got these weird motherfuckers out here that want to jump on the stream and beat that. All right.
Why would
Go
the
ahead.
cat, and the cat use my name? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, the guy like R West is on here, bro. That should have been Signal 1.
That's my fault. That's my fault. But man, go ahead, R West, man.
Handle it, brother, handle.
God, so damn, bro, like, I wish Boxing Scholar was still up here because, and I came in just a little bit late, but here's what I wanted to say. Full disclosure, I'm an Earl Spence fan. All right, whatever you want to call it, fam. Earl Spence is my guy. That's my fighter. All right, that's my guy. Earl Spence obviously has obligations to PBC. We all know PBC wants him to fight Keith Thurman. We can't front like that PBC don't have an allegiance to Keith Thurman as well. Before Earl Spence was the man in the division, it was Keith Thurman. Al Heyman obviously is a loyal dude and still has an allegiance to Keith Thurman. He wants this fight to happen. Earl said, I'm not giving you an opportunity at the belts. Now, can we say that, the belt should be on the line and all this? We can say that, but Earl said he didn't want to give him an opportunity at the belt. Is he going to give PBC what they want? That's what it's sounding like. I haven't heard anybody announce the fight like that, but that's what the rumors are, that the fight is going to happen between Earl Spence and Keith Thurman. So he's going to do what he got to do for PBC. Okay. But he's not going to give him an opportunity at the belts. Now, my thing is that I don't care. I'm not a person who likes just being lied to and fronted on. I don't like when rich people act like they don't have money. You rich, you got money, show it. I don't care nothing about that. Don't fake like you won't have money. Don't hide it, because to me you pulling something over pulling the wool of our eyes. I don't like that. For us to act like David Avenesian had an opportunity at Terrence Crawford belts, we lying to ourselves. I'm sorry, to me it's the same damn thing. We are lying to ourselves to really believe that David Avenesian had an opportunity at those belts. Granted, was the belt on the line? It was on the line, but was it really on the line? Did anybody really think that he could have even landed a lucky punch and had an opportunity to do anything to Bud? It was zero chance. It was zero chance. So the fact is that neither one was the belts really on the line. That's just the fact to me. Like, the belts are not on the line in either fight. Granted, we can lie to ourselves, and I feel like Keith Thurman got a better chance at Earl Spence than David Avenesian had at Terrence Crawford. So the belts would probably be on the line, but he's not fighting for the belts. He told him he wasn't gonna give them. You're not getting a sniff at these belts. And the other part is, Keith Thurman, he doesn't care. I know and that's kind of besides the point, but Keith don't care. Keith, only thing Keith been fighting for is paychecks now. Keith ain't in love with boxing no more. It's not something that he's passionate about anymore. Keith looking for payday so he can get out. Keith ain't been passionate about boxing for a long time. Keith been saying, I'm gonna be back, Keith ain't been active in a long time. Even when he wasn't having all these injuries and stuff, Keith ain't been active. So Keith everybody's getting out of this what they want. And I think that it's kind of disingenuous for us to act like, well, the belts ain't on the line. Well, the belt really wasn't on the line for that Terrence Crawford fight either. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have got a bag. I'm not saying he shouldn't have got a bag. Technically was the belt on the line, but like I said, though, it really wasn't on the line because David Avenesian had no chance in even landing a lucky shot.
If he closes his eyes, swings hard as can, he might.
If
Thurman does it and beats Spence, he gets no belts as a mandatory. That makes no sense.
And Earl Spence didn't.
How are you a mandatory for a belt you can't win?
you
type of
to me,
that
you got to ask the
and people put their
WBC.
cape on for this shit though. Like, I feel like when it was Lomachenko and Canelo doing this weird shit with the WBC, there was channels all over the internet talking about their ducks, the franchise shit stupid, like WBC makes all this stuff, but when it happens to Earl, oh well, you gotta talk to them. That's their fault.
Wait a minute.
Did Earl ask for that though? Did Earl ask? They asked him.
Hold on.
Okay,
Wait a minute. This is the problem, and I'm not gonna say for everybody.
Hypocrite.
I done kept the same energy. The same way I crucified those individuals at that current moment in time about fighting niggas. The same way I crucified them, bro. I did the same motherfucking thing to EJ, bro. I do not agree with him fighting, and I done said this multiple times. I don't agree with him fighting goddamn Keith Thurman for no belts. Nah, that shit said, and especially with it being quote unquote mandated by the WBC. If it's mandated, then the shit got to be mandated at goddamn 47. It got to be mandated there. Once it becomes a 54 fight, I don't agree with that. I don't like that fight. I don't like. Well, let me rephrase. What I did. I like the fight regardless. Because I think they're two good fighters. But I think both of them need to be able to make 54. Excuse me. I said 54, 47. The shit should happen at 47, especially with EJ saying that he gonna spin the block. And I believe when he say he gonna spin the block. Now people will tell me, well, damn it, EJ said he got 2 fights in the division, right? He got 2 fights. Okay, I agree. I'm not mad at that. My thing is this. Ain't no way, if you got 2 fights in the division, right? And it seemed like that the first fight was Ugas. The second fight was supposed to be Bud. We seen Bud duck. Yes, Mex, he ducked. He got the fuck out of there and didn't make the fight happen. Hold on, Mex, I'm gonna let you cook. He got the fuck out of there. He didn't make the fight. And now EJ said he coming back around, right? He want to make that fight happen. Damn it, if you want to make the fucking fight happen, continue to be disciplined and fight at 47. That's my opinion. Go ahead, Mitch. Correct me where
I'm gonna say this, man. PBC been ducking Bud for the past 5 years, and I mean PBC. I'm not gonna say Earl Spence. I'm gonna say PBC because Al Heyman would not let any of his fighters fight Bud. Not Thurman, not Danny Garcia, not Sean Porter, not Earl Spence. None of his major fighters.
Sean Porter fight.
So Sean Porter got mandated. And PBC didn't even put a bid in on that fight.
Agreed on that. Agreed.
Come on, these are facts.
That's a fact.
These are facts. The first time that Earl Spence ever voiced, "Bud, I'm gonna fight you," was in 2021 or 22. 2022. Bud's been in divisions in 2018. He ain't even uttered his name. Every time he's in an interview, asked about him. Oh yeah, we'll get there. I'm pretty sure one day that fight will get made. He never had the energy to fight Bud. Bud said for the moment he got in the division, he wants all the belts. It don't matter who the belt holder is. He wants all the belts. At first it was Pacquiao. He lost. He took Jess Horn belt. Who else got belts? Thurman held the shit up for 2 years or a year and a half. All it was him and Spence were the only 2 people in the division that had belts that could have unified. With Thurman having 2 and holding them up, this shit could have happened back then. It should never happen. So I understand. I give blame to Bud.
Why did Bud fight? And real quick, let me read it. Can I read one comment? Then I ain't even gonna ask a question. I'm gonna let you keep cooking, man. I do want to read my brother comment. This is my brother Josh Sanders in the building, man. 86. Respectfully as always, he know what it is. The great. Don't leave, Max. Come back, bro. Come back. Don't leave. I cut him off. That was my bad. Man, the brother said, y'all believe in karma because that's what this is with Thurman and Spence. Because remember, Thurman wouldn't give him an opportunity. So Thurman's karma, in his opinion, TBA, what is TBA? Y'all
to be honest.
There we go. To be honest. There we go. Appreciate it. But damn, Max, don't do that. Don't leave, bro. Come back. Piro, man, what were we doing? Did we do Max the wrong way, bro? In your opinion, what we doing? Were we trying to be too biased against him? And then
no. He got his point across. He probably just dropped off for some other reason.
No, it is what it is. Man, Piro, what you think about it, bro? What you think, bro?
At this point, man, in the immediate, I've moved on from this fight until It seems like Errol's gonna fight Keith Thurman, even though nothing's been announced or anything like that. So it could be a bunch of bullshit at the end of the day. But in the immediate, I mean, but that's kind of how I've always been for this particular fight for a cool minute, man. I mean, if it happens, it's gonna happen, bro. If it doesn't happen,
It don't happen.
it don't happen. I mean, like at the end of the day, what I do hope though is that if they can't make this fight this year, that they either move up and challenge themselves at a different weight class. Some of these other some of these other contenders can get a shot at the title, and or fight some of these younger cats. That's what I hope for. I mean, do I want to see the fight? Hell yeah! But I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just I'm getting kind of burnt out talking about if it might happen. When it happens, I'll start talking about the fight more and more. But at the end of the day, too, I'd be laughing at people that get so into like who ducked who and stuff like that. So in that point, it's almost like it's the fight that keeps on giving. You know, you get what I'm saying? But yeah, at the end of the day, man, you know, hopefully they fight one day, and it is what it is, man.
Always go ahead, bro.
I mean,
and real quick, real quick, I gotta say one thing. My brother R. West, man, I owe you a phone call, bro. I owe you a phone call, respectfully.
it's all good. I think I owe you one too. So it's all good, man. It's all respect anyway. But I admit, I'm burned out on the conversation myself. Like until the fight happens, like it's just one of them things. But I just don't, like I say, I don't know if I care as much if, and people can say, oh, you've been biased because you're a Spence fan, whatever. I don't know if I care as much if the Thurman fight happens at 147 or 154. I don't know if I care about that as much because, I mean, I always say, I'm a person who, I've been a Keith fan. So only thing that Keith pissed me off on is inactivity. And
you're a Thurman fan? You're a Thurman fan?
I was a Thurman fan. I bought Thurman and Barrios. I bought that pay-per-view. So I always buy pay-per-views. I
bought that pay-per-view too.
Yeah,
I bought all the pay-per-views just because. Nigga,
exactly. You like me?
We're not mad at you, bro. I'm a Thurman fan myself. So handle it.
I remember.
I am not a Thurman fan. I am not a Thurman fan. Respectfully, Thurman. Respect.
He was the man of the division to me at at a point in time. So I always wanted to see. I always wanted to see them fight. To me, it's kind of, it's past its prime at this point. So I'll admit, the only fight, it doesn't even excite me when people were saying, I bring up David Avenesian, even if he would have fought Boots, I would have preferred that, but it wouldn't excite me because I don't think that Boots, and this ain't even got to do with the last fight. I mean, Boots, he got some good rounds in. That's what he needed. He couldn't get to do it out of okay. But I don't think that Boots can beat Terrence Crawford. Like, I think that he could, but I don't think he will beat Terrence Crawford, I should say. So that's not even a fight. The only fight I want to see at 147 is for Undisputed. Like, I'll be honest with you. If the fight don't happen, say if Earl fight Thurman right now, or if he don't fight Thurman, if it's not Terrence Crawford, I want him to move up to 54. Like, I'm not interested in no other fight at 47 for Earl. Like, it just... That's the only fight for me at 47. And I'm kind of, like I say, tired of talking about it. I just wish that it would happen already. And if it don't, then you know what? Move on. There's so many other fights that ain't happened, but we got a whole bunch of fights that are happening. And I'm a boxing fan, so I want to see them all.
I'm with R West on that one, man. I'm going to buy him. It's like the pay-per-view argument. Like, I'm kind of done with that shit, too. I don't care how much the pay-per-views are going to make. I don't care how much the fighters are going to make. I don't care who's the A side. I don't care who's the B side. Devin Loma, Ryan Tank, Canelo versus anybody, fucking any of these top fighters that we all talk about on a daily basis. I'm gonna pay to watch them fight. It is what it is. So I'm really done with all that money shit.
And I agree 100% with both of y'all. As far as, man, just make the fucking fight, bro. Make the fight. That's it. At the end of the day, and it seems like right now we're not going to get the fight that we really want to see, which is Bud versus EJ. It seemed like, especially with EJ talking about fighting, respectfully to him, respectfully to the brother EJ, but it seemed like he's going to fight Keith Thurman at 54, right? I disagree with it. But because of that, I look at these other individuals, and there are a lot of other fights out here that can be made. And we got good fights coming. So before, and I know y'all got limited time, man, and I appreciate y'all. Art West, Puro, I got love for both. Y'all know what it is between us. I would say this now. Question for y'all. We hear about Tank Davis, right? People didn't like the Hector Garcia fight. I thought that was a good fight for Tank. I thought that was a really good fight for Tank. He made a motherfucker go blind, respectfully to Hector Garcia. I thought that was a hell of a fight. And especially what I seen Hector Garcia do to Chris Colbert, to Gutierrez. Hector Garcia is a hell of a fighter, in my opinion. That's my opinion. First question, man. Did y'all like that fight? We're going to you first, Piro. Did you like that fight? And what do you think? What do you think about Tank moving forward? Where should he be going? Who do you want to see him fight next?
I mean, I like the fight. I mean, it was a guy moving up from a lower division, but he wasn't the champion of that division. He's undefeated. He's got a amateur and an Olympic background. So, it was a good fight while it lasted. They both got their shots in. Tank got the better ones in there. I totally expect Tank and Ryan to fight next, and you already know those are both my favorite fighters, so I can't wait.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm not picking in that fight. I think the fans.
You gotta pick somebody, Piro. You can't do me like that.
I ain't gotta pick nobody. That's the thing. I'm just gonna sit back and
gotta do
it. If Ryan wins, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be sad because Tank lost. And vice versa, at the end of the day, man, that's. I just want to see him fight. I just want to see him get in the ring. And after this fight, I thoroughly expect to see Devin face Ryan, because that's a fight that nobody talks about, and that's a fight that's been brewing since the amateurs. These guys are 2-2, and we need to know who's the better man.
How you get Devin and Ryan over Devin and Tank?
What do you mean?
Well, you said after this fight, you expect to see Devin and Ryan. How do you? Why would you? Sure. Respectfully, why would you say? We need to see Devin and Tank, because I'm on the opposite side of that.
He picked. Don't let him take my fight.
No, at the end of the day, I didn't say the other fight because the other fight is obvious. I'm just saying from my perspective.
Gotcha,
I've been following Devin and Ryan since the amateurs, bro. So I mean, another thing that very few people talk about is that who was the common opponent at all of Ryan Garcia's fights ringside? Is Devin Haney. I don't think I've seen Devin Haney at any other. I mean, you've seen him at other people's fights, but not as much. He's literally at all of Ryan's fights. So that's a fight that's growing up nicely down the line.
Ryan was his mandatory.
For sure.
But I don't.
And even Ryan, no. Even Ryan said that he regrets not taking that opportunity when it was presented. But that's a good thing. These kids are both young. There's going to be another opportunity down the line.
Agree. West, man, go ahead, cook, bro. It's on you.
So Hector Garcia fight. I'm with you. I people say because you're a Tank fan. I don't know who had a problem with the fight. I actually liked the fight. I thought it was a good fight for Tank. I actually thought it was a bit of a step up fight, to be honest with you, for Tank, just because of the last. And I was new to Hector Garcia in terms of his last two fights. So, but what I've seen him do, I was like, you know what, he got a fan. He got a fan in me. So I was actually thought it was a good fight for Tank. And then who I want to see him fight next actually is not Ryan Garcia. I would like to see him fight Devin Haney, and I would like to see the Ryan Garcia fight. The only reason I say Devin Haney is because Devin going to 140, I just would like to. I just want to see the fight, and I don't know if they'll fight at 140. I know Tank's been up to 140, or if he's gonna stay at 135. I don't know, but I would like to see Devin, just because I really would like to see that. I feel like Tank is a really good boxer. I feel like his power overshadows his abilities because people, so enamored by his power, they kind of miss. I feel like he's downloading and his data and stuff through the fight. I've seen him make adjustments, a lot of things, but I don't think he's the master boxer that Devin is. So I would love just to see that match. Like, I love boxing, so I would like to see Shakur and Devin. Do I think that's going to be an exciting fight? I do not think that's going to be an exciting fight at all. So
wait a minute. That's going to be
I agree with you.
If you understand what you're looking at in the sport of boxing, if you understand what you're looking at, that's going to be a hell of an exciting fight for individuals who know what they're watching.
It's going to take a lot of analyzing.
Although it may not be just a slugfest and punches traded, I do think this is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to the ring generalship that the individuals are able to promote or to present, not promote, present. It's going to be the individual who's coming forward in that fight. It's going to be the individual who let their hands go. You know what I'm saying? And so It's so interesting to me because both of these fighters are very defensive. I'm a fan.
You only get one. Let me ask you a question. You only get one. You only get one. Okay, it's not a different weight class. You only get one. Okay, Devin and Tank, Dev and Shakur.
I'll take and I'm gonna be very specific about it. I'll take Dev Shakur at 47 over Devin Tank at any weight.
Man, I'm fucking biased, bro, but I got Tank and Dev.
And the only reason I say that is because I think that's a much more. I think Devin and Shakur is a much more high level, skilled chess match, fast pace. I think people will see it as boring, but the shit that I see, like when I look at fights and I can jump on panels, I'll watch a fight, jump on a panel, and I'm like, God damn, bro, y'all missed not in my opinion, just my opinion. A lot of y'all missed a lot of the fight because y'all didn't know what y'all was looking at, bro. Y'all, like you didn't know what you was looking at. I can break the fight down much, and you gonna tell me this is a boring? Nah, you tell me the last boring fight you seen. I don't see boring fights like that, and the reason I don't see them is because I understand the skill set of each individual and how they're gonna attack each other and what they're trying to do. And so when people say that it looks boring, right? In my opinion, I'm like, no, this shit ain't boring. That shit ain't boring at all. It's a very skillful matchup that's going on right now, and I think I know who's gonna win it, but damn it, I'm looking for individuals on this person's skill level. If you're not on the skill level, you're gonna get your ass whooped the majority of the time. My bad. Hey, West, I get to talking now and motherfuckers start leaving. So, but respectful. And Piro is my brother. I fought with Piro the long ways. But West, you know what it is, man. What you got for me, bro?
No, for sure. I definitely respect it. I mean, I admit I don't. I do want to see that. I want to see all the fights. I'm not even gonna cap. I want to see all of them, all the four. You know, Tank, Ryan, Dev, Shakur. I honestly want to see them fight. I want to see all of them fight each other. Like, I'm excited, even though I know it ain't gonna happen. All of them probably aren't gonna end up fighting each other. I'm excited to see all of them fights, man. I just love boxing. You know, I don't think I'm one of the people that I don't think boxing is a growing sport. I think it's a niche sport, and I think that, you know, the people who on here in this YouTube and stuff, we the people who talking about it and love boxing. I don't really talk about boxing when I'm talking about anybody, everybody else know me. They ask me about basketball. They know that's my sport. They know I love boxing, but they don't ask nothing about boxing because don't know. Like, I'm sorry, don't nobody really care about boxing. So, but I want to see all these fights, man. I love the sport.
I gotta tell you. I wish you know what it is. You know what it is with us, bro. You know what it is. I got love for you because, bro, there are times I'll be talking boxing. I'm like, man, I probably need to move on. And if you look at the channel, bro, look at what I incorporate. I'm starting to incorporate more, definitely Cowboys football, the draft that's coming up. We're gonna be talking about all of that. Boxing is where I want to be, though. It's where I want to be. You feel me? And I'll put a live stream up about whatever, and then what it come down to is niggas will jump up here and what they talking boxing, and I had no problem with it. The reason I love it is because, man, I got so much love for this sport, and I think that if we don't have love for the sport, if we not supporting it like we do, The shit may die, bro. It may die.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing lives on YouTube right now. When I first I've had a few opportunities that I've turned down. I've definitely turned them down, and I turned them down for a reason. I had a few opportunities to interview individuals, and I was like, no, that ain't where we going right now. That's not what I'm rocking. That's not what I'm pushing for. You feel me? I need to get to know my people. I want to know the people in the chat. I want to know the people, and that we done did interviews with a couple, but I think that's gonna take 2-3 years, right? And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. The reason I'm okay with it is because at the end of the day, these are the individuals I can bring these people onto the panel, right, and interview them, and the information that they break down about the sport of boxing. In my personal opinion, 90% of the average public, respect to the average public, because I got a lot of love for y'all as well. No disrespect to anybody. But if you're not looking at the sport daily, ain't no way you can get on the panel and talk with the people that I talk with. Ain't no way you can get on the panel and talk with R. West. Know how I know? Because I done talked to the nigga. I done talked to the nigga multiple times. And I know that when this brother get on, the brother come in with the smoke, bro. It is what it is.
And I don't know nowhere near nothing. You, KO, y'all brothers on a whole nother level. Y'all brothers on a whole nother level.
Don't put me. Do not put me in KO. Hell nah. KO know more than I know about. Hey, I look. That's my brother. And if I reach out to KO, he gonna show me love and he gonna educate me on shit. Did you just hear what I said? He gonna educate me because KO's knowledge is above my knowledge, right? And so, but it's interesting. We can look. We know who is rocking, and I don't know, bro. It's crazy that we understand it. But a lot of these motherfuckers, man, y'all get on here and y'all just want to argue. Y'all not bringing facts out. You want to be opinionated, man. Oh, Wes, let me ask you this. What we've seen so far between Bud and EJ, right? I still have individuals at this current moment in time saying that Bud ducking, that EJ ducking. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Is Bud, if you're going to say EJ ducking, is Bud ducking? And they're going to tell me no. At what point in time, if you see a point in time, do Bud fans come to reality and become honest fans of the sport of boxing? Or are we just going to have to keep cooking their ass respectfully until eternity?
Gonna have to keep cooking them because I didn't seen it. I didn't been on other panels before. I've seen it before when, and I like I always say, full disclosure, I'm an EJ fan. So people can say, oh, well, that's a fanboy for you not being upset about fighting Thurman at 154. No, I'm saying, but I believe I'm able to make honest assessments. I always said Bud was a tough fight. I felt like when Earl was out partying, like I feel like most Earl Spence fans can be honest about stuff. And when you see fault or you see him doing something wrong, I always said that I feel like Earl is better than Bud. But I said that I don't know if Earl, the Earl Spence who's going out partying, drinking, not living a boxer's lifestyle, because I know boxers, I see it. I've seen professional box. I know what it takes to be a professional boxer at a high level. You cannot be out partying and drinking and it does not work. It literally does not work. I was like, that version of Earl Spence, I'm not sure will beat Bud Crawford. I can admit that. I said that as an Earl Spence fan. My problem is why I said we're gonna be arguing about this into eternity. I have never heard Terrence Crawford fans come out and admit or criticize him, even if it's constructive, but say anything that he has ever done wrong. So we never gonna be able to agree on anything until the fight is over And even then, they're gonna come up with excuse. Even regardless of who, it's gonna be some excuses from whatever fans. You know, it's gonna be, oh well, he waited to age him out. He did this, he did whatever. And I don't even think that. Do I think that Terrence Crawford with the David amnesia? Do I think he ducked? Yes, but I don't think he's a duck. If you ask me, he went and got him a bag. I felt that he was disingenuous because he wasn't telling PBC that he was negotiating with BLK Prime. He obviously was. Like, I think it's so fake for them to think that they put that fight together in 24 or 40 hours. It don't happen like that. You got a venue. You know you didn't. It does not happen like that. He was obviously using them as leverage, and he negotiated with somebody. That's fine. He went and got him a bag. He went and did that. So I don't think that he took care of himself. I just feel like it's a pissing contest between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford about who's going to be. I'm the top. They both know that they top guys, but who's going to be the top of the top? Who the best of the best? Are you doing this? Okay, well, I'm going to take this fight over here. I'm going to show you who the big fish. Are you think you the big fish? I'm taking it. You know, it's a pissing contest for real. That's what I look at it like these two dudes are doing. I really don't think that either one of them is scared of the other one. I really don't. Especially the amount of money that they going to make. Even if you, like, even with a loss on the record, obviously one of them going to lose unless it's a draw, but obviously more than likely one of them is going to lose the fight. I don't even think that's going to really impact them or they going to care as much because they finna get a bag. I just think that it's a pissing contest. It's like when you get to the top, we look at it like, oh, you get this, you get this. Yeah, but when you get to the top, these dudes are worried about other stuff. You know what I mean? I want you to know I'm a bigger dog than you. And that's just kind of how I look at it, the way that they are going back and forth.
Man, I ain't going to hold you. I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. What I will say is this. It's so hard for me to, and I sit here in the position as, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm a rock with EJ. I rock with EJ. But I rock with Bud. I'm a fan of Bud. I'm a Bud fan, right? I've been able to hold it consistent for a long time. And I'm still gonna be consistent on my thoughts on Bud, bro. At the end of the day, Bud is the one who gotta make the fight. He gotta make the fight, bro. Bud has to make the fight, and it just what we seeing right now, man. The shit is disrespectful.
But are you listening to what the people are saying on your channel today? I know you've heard it all before because they never said anything new, but listen to what they even said on your channel today. How do we know about this contract? Like, if anything, I had this with one of my friends who does, he know a little bit about boxing, one of my partners. I'm trying to explain to him. He said, well, how you know EJ was cool with what was in the contract? I said, because it's his manager it's his team, his side who sent it. They know what he wants. Why? That's silly. Like, I really can't even talk to Bud fans, to be honest with you, just because it's like we don't even have to agree, but it's like we can't even agree to disagree because it's like we can't even like agree to disagree upon those small things. Like, if he's sending the contract, then obviously, like it don't make no sense, and they just keep saying like, and I'm like, how? I don't know how you get it through people's heads. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Like, it literally does. And if Bud can fight, I saw somebody say something, he ready now. You know what I really hope? If this fight happens with Thurman in April, because I heard a couple people saying, oh, he trying to, they want Bud to be off for so much time, they want to be ring rust. If Bud is available, which he said he was, available to fight then, so I guess he can fight in April, and it's obvious that Spence already said the fight not happening next. My thing is that I hope that both of them fight in April. I really do. I hope both of them fight in April so there are no damn excuses about who need another fight. And then the next fight that should happen in 23 between them at 147 needs to be for undisputed. I legit want both of them to fight in April.
This the problem. And then shout out to my brother shout out to Real Rap, man. Real Rap, I got a lot of love for you, bro.
I got a lot of love for you too.
Real quick, I just want to say one thing off of if both of these niggas fight again, and especially with what we seeing currently, you know what I'm saying? EJ saying he fighting at 40 or at 54, Bud, y'all tell me who Bud fighting. Y'all tell me who he fighting. I don't know. at this current moment in time, if this is the state of the 147 division, all I can do is sit back and I'm gonna listen to my brother Real Rap because I know Real, he gonna educate me on some shit, and hopefully I can agree with you and that you teach me something real. All I'm saying is I just don't have faith that if EJ fight Thurman, and that's why I disagree with it. If he fight Thurman at 54, I don't see EJ coming back down. You know what I'm saying? To 47. I hope I'm wrong about it. I don't see that shit happening. Real Rap, man, go ahead and cook, bro. Go ahead and cook, Real Rap. And once again, hold on, man. I just called. I didn't know you was cooking like you was cooking. You be cooking on some real shit on your channel, bro. I swear to God, bro. I went through your channel today.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you had a channel. You feel me? And so I was like, God damn it, let me see what my brother rap. Let me see what he rocking on. Bro, you be rocking on some good shit, bro. Like I it ain't boxing shit. It is black knowledge, bro. That's what you rapping. And
I love my black people.
Facts, bro. And I got so much love for that, bro. Like I'm an individual. I'm from the and I know you get hate when you say this shit, but I'm from the quote unquote Sinetta school of consciousness. Yes, sir. Yes,
all right.
Sir.
All right.
I've been over there, and a lot of the shit they be talking about, I don't fuck with. I ain't gonna hold you, but
right.
I like what they trying to do as far as educating black people. So I do like that. But man, real man, split your shit, bro. What you got for me tonight, man?
Well, look, before I get on the box, let me just touch on that real quick. And salute to my brother Philip. Salute to everybody in the chat. Philip be on some deep knowledge too. Philip H, man, that's my dog.
I fuck with Philip.
I fuck with Philip the long way, bro. Salute to Philip. And the thing is this, bro. Like our people, went through a lot of trauma, man. So for me, I like to be able to show, the different perspectives of how great we really are. You know what I'm saying? And how great we've always been. And
bro, the thing I caught your show about the Moors and everything, bro. Like I'm listening to it and I'm like, God damn, like. And mind you, once again, I come from that side of the school, so I know the different dynamics of it. But just to hear you speak on it, how you go into different panels, right?
Yes, sir.
And you listen to what these people are talking about, the same people that we would claim are educating our people, and then you dissect what they're talking about. Man, I got love for shit like that, bro. Like, trust me, I promise you, I didn't listen to. I was actually shocked, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was shocked. I was like, damn, man, my nigga Real Rap was, goddamn, Real Rap get into it like this. I didn't know it, bro. I didn't know.
We be going in. We be going in. And we got long laws, bro. I got to make a lot of clips still.
Yeah, 2-3 hours, nigga. And I'm sitting here, nigga. I'm at work, nigga, and I'm going through my shit. I'm like, man, he gonna make me fuck up on, man. Hold on, I gotta chill for a second. Let me chill for a second. I'm listening too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like the shit you speaking on, it's shit that I got a lot of passion for. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man.
Much love for that. Much love for that, bro.
I appreciate it. And see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cater my content to where my niggas that fuck with sports, they can still, get something out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring back a little sports content, but what I'm gonna start doing is breaking down esoteric knowledge again. You know what I'm saying? Start breaking down occultic knowledge. Like I love shit like that.
That's what, and I ain't gonna hold you. That occultic knowledge, this is not that, man. Fuck that, man. I ain't gonna hold you. This is, bro. That's the shit, and I have a lot of opinions on it. I got a lot of opinions on this shit. And so I definitely, man, when you cooking on it, bro, man, I'm gonna drop my number in the chat, bro, just to keep it a buck, cause I can't always, like, I don't always know when niggas, and you know how YouTube is and all that shit. I don't always know when niggas going live and they cooking on that shit, bro. But bro, I swear to God, bro, I was over on your shit today, and I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, God damn, my nigga Real. I ain't even no Real Rap know about this shit, bro. Like, you talking shit that I know about, but it seems like, just to be honest, you more educated in it than I am. And when I find that, bro, that's what I'm looking for, is that extra knowledge, bro. Like, it's so many different. it's so much that we can talk about when we talk about the esoteric knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
When we start to talk about and one of my favorite subjects, my apologies for everybody listening to the boxing shit right now, but no, we got to talk about this. When I got my brother Real Rap on here, and Real, we definitely gonna talk boxing. We will.
For sure.
But
for sure.
This, in my opinion, this is way more important than boxing. Way more important.
Man,
when we start to talk about the Sumerian culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to talk about it. People have no clue about the Sumerian culture. They don't know nothing about the Anunnaki. They don't know about those type of things. They don't know, and when you bring them up, they don't even want to talk about this shit because they don't understand it. They don't know it. And now all of a sudden, you the outlier, right? You the outcast. Where really, we only trying to understand the oldest individuals that we know of, bro. That's all we trying to do. We trying to understand that shit, get knowledge of it. It's so crazy. You look at the Sumerian tablets. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into it right now. I'm not gonna go into it.
We're gonna build on it, bro. I'll drop my line in the back, bro. Just
Please,
hit me.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna lock you in.
I would. I'm gonna hit you real quick. Anytime you going live on that shit, bro.
Text you. I got you.
Please.
I got you.
The reason being is because one of the things I'm looking for. Yeah, I love this boxing talk, man. It's all about knowledge of self, right?
Absolutely.
And
that's what life is about. You said it right.
But the only way we can get knowledge of self is if we understand what happened before us.
Facts.
And it's even when we, man, damn, Real Rap,
that's
man.
You got me. That's what they say. Hey, fam. Hey, right side. That's why they say if you don't know your history, you bound to repeat.
You're gonna repeat
what I'm
that
saying?
shit. You're gonna repeat.
That's why they tell you that, bro. So look, this is the thing. I'm gonna just speak on them points. I'm gonna get back to boxing.
My apologies, bro.
No, bro. It's your platform, bro.
Hey, look, I'm apologizing. Well, this is the thing. I know the people come through and they listen to the boxing shit. I know they are. But at the same time, this is important. This is important information. And man, it's not a lot of people that you can really, man, I listen to you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you rap, man. And Real Rap, we done rock multiple times on this boxing shit. We done rap multiple times.
Facts.
Then I was just listening to your shit, bro. I'm like, man, this nigga, you goddamn, man, this is, bruh. When we start to, man, that shit is so deep, and it goes to a different level of understanding and what we're looking for. Everybody's not looking for the same things. And one thing I will say is man, when we start to talk about those Sumerian tablets, the Enuma Elish, I say this shit wrong all the time. It is what it is.
It's all
but
good.
You know what I'm talking about. When we start looking at these different situations, when we look at Enlil, when we look at Inky, we got to understand who these individuals were, right? Where they stand, and then it goes biblically as, man, don't get, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do it.
Hey, look,
I don't want to bring none of that.
Nah, I got you, man.
To the platform.
Hey, look,
My bad, bro.
I'm working on a few series at a time. I got a Waterworld series.
Yes,
sir. I got a.
Did you say a Waterworld series?
Yeah, Waterworld. Like I got a few. I got like 3 episodes of Waterworld, basically explaining how we came from the ethos. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's very interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, explain, because all our ancestors have these creation stories. Different. Some have creation stories coming out of caves. Some have creation stories coming from the stars. Some have creation stories coming from the earth. You know, coming from the water.
But the majority are very similar though. They're very similar stories.
They all line up. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's a book that came out of America that was written by the Mayans, known as the Popol Vuh, and that's where the Bible. That's where the Bible draws its stories. You know, that's where a lot of culture, you know, was taken from America.
Now, this is the question. Mm-hmm. Was the Popol Vuh, was that before or after, you feel me, the Sumerian tablets and Kemet? Because we got to talk about Kemet. We got to bring Kemet into it as well now. We definitely got to bring it real quick. Because when we talk about the oldest information that we get, a lot of that information comes from, you know what I'm saying, the hieroglyphics and those things that came out of Kemet. So it's so many different situations going on. I'm gonna share your shit real quick, real rap. My bad, bro.
I got you. Hey, look, it's just a 2-minute video. Niggas have never seen this in their life before. It's a quick 2-minute video. It ain't long, and we gonna
Take
get
your
back to
time.
this
Take your
boxing
time,
talk.
brother. Take your time.
I give you, hey, bro, whenever you want, I give you a whole class. I give you a whole private class, bro. I got you. Because I'm not no teacher. I just present the information. You know what I'm saying?
I learned. I just take the information in. I can't. My problem is I can't ever prove. I don't. I love hearing the opposite side of it, right? Just because I want to hear, nigga. I don't even want to hear opposite sides. I want to hear all sides. Just off of.
Look,
go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. I got all kind of information showing that America is older than Kemet, and that Kemet is the baby of America. You know what I'm saying? And I got documentation.
The United States of America. So, on this question,
not the U.S. I'm talking about ancient America. I'm talking about real America, not the U.S.
All right, there we go.
The U.S. system incorporated shit. I'm talking about America because before, man, look, bro, it get deep, but before 1871, before it became incorporated, it was actually the United States for America. And people don't know that.
Hold that information. Wait a minute. And I'm not saying for the people, respectful to the people. Hold that information because I ain't gonna if it's just me and you sitting down talking about it, this is the information I be looking for right here, bro. Like I go ahead, cook, bro. Cook.
Let me play this video, bro, so you can see how they did all of us in school. They lied to everybody, bro. Watch this, turn it off.
All lies.
What's up, fam? You see these statues right here, right? Look at them good. And look at this. They are putting Egypt together. Look at him sawing. But what is it that he's sawing? Check out this face right here. These guys is filming this. Check this out. Look at it. They're carrying the face. They're putting the Egyptian faces on. This is the quarry where they make it. Look, they're carrying the artwork that they made. We thinking this is ancient. Look, they put it on the walls. They done drew all this up. All of this. Look at them as they cut through the rocks. Look at that. Cutting it and placing it. Got you thinking this is ancient. Ain't nothing ancient. Look at that. Is Egyptian writing even old? Look at the quarry. Look at this. You know? Look at her feet. This is why I say history is false. Look at them cutting it out. Putting it all together. Most of our history is a fabricated lie. Look at this. They're carrying it. They done made it. They filmed them making the dirt. This is who they say we are. This is what his story looked like.
Facts.
His story is going to give you the image. They're putting on the face and telling you it's ancient. Look at the left. Egypt, Luxor, 1890.
Crazy shit, fam. Y'all said some crazy shit, bro. That's just one. That's just one little documentary piece. Like, you know, everything that was told to you in the school system, about 98% of it was fake and lies. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, for me, man, you know, when it comes to this history, you know, my thing is I'm a truth teller. I base everything off the truth, and I base everything off documentation and cross-reference. I don't just, you know, read something for face value, or I won't even show a video if I had the time for face value. You know, I'll show you 3 or 4, 5 videos that can confirm, you know, one statement. And same thing with history and documentation. So, you know, 1871, the U.S. became incorporated. And, you know, prior to that, it was the United States for America. But before that, you know what I'm saying, America had a lot of different names, bro. In my Choctaw language, America is known as Miliki. M-I-L.
Wait a minute. You said your Choctaw language. You Indian?
Yeah, I'm American Indian. Yes, sir.
Amazing.
You know, I'm not gonna tell.
And when I say make, I think that's a beautiful thing. I think that's a great, because a lot of people, they want to believe that black people got here when the slave ships got here. That's not a fact, bro. That is not a fact. Black people that have been, that's a whole nother story. Once again,
it's a whole nother story.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. It's so. I just feel like it ain't a lot of people looking for that information, right? And I'm one of the people. I'm looking for that information. It is what it is, respectfully.
Hey, man, respect to my bro Philip. He said, "Real rap, your episode, The Day with Your Dad, reminded me of Scarface and his granny." Hey, real talk. Hey, respect to Phil, bro. I appreciate that.
Shout out to my brother and Philip. Philip is definitely, that's my guy. Mm-hmm. Me and Philip, we was in this motherfucker last week picking games. You feel me? We was picking games and shit. And nah, man. And this is the thing though. I gotta be honest with you, real. I gotta be honest. Mm-hmm. You start talking a lot of this shit that you talking right now. Motherfuckers start looking at you like, this motherfucker, he crazy. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. And we know this shit didn't happen this way. And they don't have a clue about history, bro. They have no clue.
No idea. They have no idea, bro. Like, all they know is what I call mainstream academia. I got another, look, bro. Let me share my screen one more time. You know, since we going there, if you got time.
Hey. Yeah. At this current moment in time, bro, do your motherfucking thing, bro.
My nigga.
Hey, and when I say it, I'm saying I'm rocking until.
Say less. Say less, respectfully. Say less. So let's go to the debunks. This is my channel right now. I'm on strike right now, you know, because of these dirty Moors and shit. They be trying to flag my channel. But it's all good though, because
I don't. You gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for them.
Oh,
respectfully to them.
Respectfully. Look, I rock with real Moors. I rock with the real Temple Moors, but
real Moors.
Real Moors. Yeah, real Moors. You know what I'm saying? I don't disrespect a man for what he believes in or what he stands on. Same thing with the Hebrews. Facts. Same thing with, you know, people in the church system. I just tell you what it is and what it ain't, and you know, if that what works for you to keep yourself upright and forward, then who am I to take that away from you? You know what I'm saying?
But you still, even when information is presented, you got to have an open mind about information.
Real talk.
It's not like individuals not attacking your belief system. It's more about the information at the end of the day.
Now look, I'm not gonna play the audio to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just scrolling through. But this is, like I said, one of my water worlds. I gotta go and redo the title because it's actually a prelude to the water world of, like, they were trying to figure out how did space or how did the universe create itself. You know what I'm saying? So this is some of the deep stuff that I'll be going in on my video.
Real quick, let me ask this. I want to hear your opinion. In your opinion, I know this ain't boxing, but fuck it. Fuck it, real rap. We rocking right now, bro.
That's right.
Did the universe create itself, bro? In your opinion, did the universe create itself, or is there a supreme creator? In your opinion,
I believe more than one thing can be true. So okay. I believe in a supreme creator. But see, like, I don't subscribe to the Bible, but even the Bible, but even though I don't subscribe to it, I always tell people Galatians chapter 4.
It's valuable.
It is valuable to a degree, you know. But I let people know. It is allegory, and you're not supposed to read it for face value. So, you know, the Bible is based on numerology, astrology, cosmology, and a lot of other principles. Which it
was 12 disciples. How many zodiac signs are there?
You got 12, exactly.
It's a lot. It's a lot of. I agree with you.
It's called mysticism.
And it's crazy to me. This is the funniest part about it. Then I'm gonna let you cook. I apologize, bro, but it's funny that the Bible, and you got a little background, bro. I think because you got the YouTube books. I think because you have the YouTube books.
Hold on, let me pause. My bad. Make sure everything closed. My bad. Go ahead.
The thing is that's so funny about it. When you look at the Bible, right? Mm-hmm. We can definitely point out the difference. Well, first off, we all know you can't take the Bible at face value. You can't take it at face value. Ain't no way Jonah in the well told you from the beginning you can't take the Bible at face value. It is what it is. A nigga didn't live in the well belly for 3 days and then come. Nah, he didn't do that shit, bro. Respectfully.
But look, I'm gonna break that down respectfully. See that 3, you know what I'm saying? That's also dealing with numerology. Like I'm going on topic.
Go ahead.
I'm going on topic a little bit, but remember when they say, you know, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you know what I'm saying? I should fear no evil. Like all that's showing, like number one, all the Bible is truly showing is the fall from consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what the stories show. And the thing about the well, you know what I'm saying? Or the thing about, you know, when you understand numerology has vibration. Numbers have vibrations. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about that is
words have vibration as well, though.
Absolutely. Well. You know, that's why when you do reverse reduction and you start to, you know, do what they call gematria, you know, these words equal numbers, and these numbers have meanings, and that's how, you know, messages are able to be passed by the so-called mainstream media. Now,
hey, real rap, you smarter, and respectfully to you, you smarter than I thought you was. Than I originally thought. Bro. You much more smarter than I'm gonna tell you. You know, the first time me and you, I know we didn't talk multiple times. Facts. The first time I actually saw you, bro, you was at you was on Reggie channel, and you was at the motherfucking restaurant eating the motherfucking steak, right? and guess what I said? I said, man, my nigga real rap, he got this bitch wilding right now. He wilding.
I know exactly where I was. Yeah, keep going. I know exactly where I was.
But I say that to say this. It ain't never been a time that we just didn't like. We've always been able to rock. And one thing I understand, and this is my last point. Then I want to go into what you're going into, energy. When you understand energy with individuals, and even though I will always say I ain't got no smoke with nobody, you feel me? I ain't got no smoke. I ain't that dude. I ain't trying to argue with your ass. The reason I ain't trying to is because I gotta protect my energy. I gotta make sure my energy is focused on the right things. I can't focus energy on the wrong situations, right? And because of that, right? I know how to move as far as it. When you hear me speak to individual, what you hear me say, respectfully.
Facts. I see the same thing now, bro. Facts.
And the reason I say it is because I want to make sure I'm bringing positive energy and I'm not starting no chaos, right? That's the reason behind it, in my opinion, in my mindset. And I don't know, it's just when the first time me and you talked, right? I was like, this motherfucker real rap. I fuck with him, but he crazy as hell, bro. He crazy as hell. I swear to God, bro. This is honest, a true story. I was like,
go ahead, tell it.
And I believe the first time I fucked with you, we was on H Money show. I believe it was H Money.
Yeah, it was.
And so I was like, man, I fuck with a nigga. He wilding, but you carry a different energy than a lot of the individuals on the panel carry, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, and then I caught you on Reggie shit, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I fuck with Reggie. Reggie got that energy. You know what I'm saying? Reggie got that positive energy where, you're not gonna bring me down, motherfucker. I'm bringing you up. And that's the energy. That's why I fuck with Reggie. And then I hear you on that motherfucker, and I don't know how that shit happened, bro. I don't know exactly how it happened, but it just recently happened where I saw your shit and I was like, damn, I ain't even know real rap I didn't know you had a channel. And then I just went and it literally, bro, I swear to God, this is within the last 2 days. I'm over on your shit and I'm looking, I'm like, God damn, real, he got some good shit over here, bro. Like I fuck with it.
Very respect, bro. I appreciate that.
And so I appreciate that shit, bro. Like I appreciate it.
That's why I had to come show you some love, bro. Like I didn't know you had a channel. I just thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause look, I used to rock with and I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying, on this platform, but I used to rock with some of the channels that rock.
You call any name you want to. I don't have nothing for nobody, so it is what
for sure. Well, look, I don't have no issues with KQKC. That's one of my favorite channels back in the day.
Fuck with KQ.
Yeah, I fuck with him too. You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple other channels over there. I just, you know, outside of him and a couple other ones, I just left them niggas alone because I wanted to get the whole story. I don't want to just get one perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I like I'm gonna tell you what brought me back to boxing. The saying your favorite boxer is the one that brought me back, bro, which is Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I love Devin, bro. He got me and him got the same birthday. You know, I love his dad. I got a conversation with me and Trill Bill on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I gotta retitle it. But yeah, bro, I love Trill Bill, man. I can't wait to talk to him again. Cause I hadn't talked to him since Devin became champion. So, you know, I love aspects of the relationship because they remind me of me and my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad set me up for success just like Trill Bill. So, you know, go ahead.
And real quick, I ain't gonna hold you. One of the things I love about the relationship is Bill is an individual I model myself after as far as I'm a single dad, so you know I want to make sure I'm raising my son the right way. I model myself, and I'm not gonna say definitely doing everything Bill. You know, I'm not doing it that way, but at the same time, now there are lessons to be taken from that relationship that's happening right there, and anything positive I can get from it, bro. I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Real talk. So look, a lot of people have never seen this right here. All right, the out of Africa theory. All right, that's fake as hell. And the people that wrote it debunked their own.
Wait a minute. Now hold on. So when you say the out of Africa theory, real quick, out of Africa theory, you saying so when people are telling us that everything started in Africa, you saying that ain't true?
Hell no, nah, because you know, it's impossible to have one common ancestor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's impossible, and that's why I came up with the series Waterworld, explaining that there were multitudes of people. That's where the Bible get it right. It's just you can't take that literally. But in Genesis, when people read it and understand, Adam wasn't the first person made. You know what I'm saying? There were other groups of people, and that's why I say like I can reference it without trying to, you know what I'm saying, push it. But the thing is, that's why, like I said, I got the series Waterworld, which explains that, you know, there were multitudes of people developing at one time. I don't do the out of America theory either. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't, excuse me.
And real quick, I just want to say this. Mm-hmm. For anybody who don't know, the reason, and this is something I learned a long time ago, we know that Adam and Eve were not the first people, because after they procreated, right? And then Cain killed Abel. Cain went and found a wife with other individuals. And so if he went and found a wife with other individuals and y'all the first people, who the fuck are those individuals? You feel me?
Exactly.
It's questions that they got to be answered. And so we know, I agree with you. Go ahead, brother.
And like I said, and look, like for anybody listening to this in the live or the playback, number one, you know, even Bobby Hemmett would tell you, which I got a few Bobby Hemmett, clips on my channel. I got to clip Bobby some more. And I love Brother Panic too. That's my dog. But they'll tell you, bro, the Bible is an assortment of, ancient or, different cultural stories from around the world. I'm not even going to say ancient, because I got a beef with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I got a beef with people that put it together. But, I always used to ask if the Bible came out, because there's multiple Bibles, but if the Bible that we know of came out in the 15th and 16th century, then what about all the other spiritual systems that were thousands of years older than
Before.
Like, do they not have a say and a play in the conversation? Now, when you deal with, this out of Africa theory, the whole reason why I got an issue with the Bible is because people that come out with the out of Africa theory try to prove it through the Bible, which is not real. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Galatians chapter 4, verse 24 tells you it's allegory. So if Abraham wasn't real, nobody was real. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody come from the seed line of Abraham. So the thing is this though. Two things could be, more than one thing could be true. In Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, when it says that my people are destroyed due to lack of knowledge, that's a motherfucking fact.
That's a fact.
Can't nobody tell me that ain't true. If you don't have knowledge, you're not going to make it.
Now, this is the question I have to ask. When you say that, I got to ask this question.
Go ahead.
This ain't even my question. This is my question. This is the 9 times out of 10. And I gotta tell you real quick. When I first fell into the quote unquote conscious community, right? I was at my job, my direct peer, right? One of the people I love, I still love her today. That's my big sister. I got love for her, but she's a Hebrew Israelite, and so me and her, we would get into conversations, debates. I have no real subscription to a tradition. I don't have any subscription to traditions like that because hell, my grandma. I grew up. My grandma was a Jehovah's Witness, bro. Like that's the line that I grew up in, and so when I was able to step out and think for myself, I didn't really make subscriptions to traditions. So I want to learn about all of them. That's just the knowledge, me being more knowledgeable and being able to speak on everything. And so when me and Claudette we had conversations, she was coming from that Hebrew Israelite perspective, and at that current moment in time, I was coming from more of a Jehovah Witness, Bible thumper perspective, right? And one thing people, I would tell you, one thing you can't tell me is I don't know the Bible. Know why I know the Bible? Because I did Bible readings when I was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I was a part of the theocratic school. I did Bible readings on a regular basis. Trust me, I've read the Bible. I've read them all.
So
go ahead.
So when you get to what it says right here, the whole out of Africa theory or the whole out of Africa myth has its roots in the mainstream academic campaign. Now, this is some dope shit. A lot of people have never seen this before. The whole out of Africa myth has its roots in the mainstream academic campaign in the 1990s to remove the concept of race. When I did my degree, they all spent a lot of time on the out of Africa thing, but it's been completely disproved. It says it did begin in the early 90s, and the academics most responsible for cementing both out of Africa theory and complementary and common ancestral African mother, given the name of Eve, in the public arena in nearly every curriculum were the professors Alan C. Wilson and Rebecca L. Kent. In their defense, the authors of this paper were fully aware that genealogy is not in any way linked geography, and that their placement of Eve in Africa was an assumption, never an assertion. In the seminal paper, The Recent African Genesis of Humans, they even stipulated that all humans today can be traced along a maternal line and descent to a woman who lived about 200,000 years ago, probably in Africa. So, how is it there probably has morphed into our collective? Definitely, that's a great question. Over time, even the two researchers came to discover that the research of original mitochondrial DNA was fundamentally flawed. Both separately conducted further tests within the blood of full descent original people, arriving at the same conclusion. Both recanted their previous assumptions by acknowledging that Homo sapiens sapiens originated in Australia. Professor Alan Wilson came to Australia in 87 and 89 to personally supervise the collection of original blood from a variety of locations throughout Australia. All right, so basically, these motherfuckers that came out with the out of Africa theory, they debunked their own shit. Whenever you read down here, it says Rebecca Kent was more expansive and specific in declaring that original mitochondrial DNA puts the origin of Homo sapiens sapiens much further, and documents that the Australian Aborigines arose 400,000 years ago. So what they did was they took a 200,000 year lie, added 200,000 more years to it, to a bigger lie, and said that, well, look, we fucked up. Instead, look, we're just going to say we all came out of Australia, which is not true either. Because, I always ask people, do you really believe for 195,000 years that your people just wandered and was nomads and trying to figure this shit out? And then one day, boom. Niggas just get the most advancement in science, start building pyramids, you know what I'm saying? Like the most advanced languages and all this shit. It's all bullshit. We've been
now I gotta stop you. Because to an individual like myself,
Mm-hmm.
We got to understand first.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to my brother Philip H. Philip H said, and I want to put his post up real quick, and only because it dates directly to me. He said, "Nah, just reread the scriptures. Mom's a Jehovah Witness too, man. Nah, you good, right side? Nah." And shout out to Philip H. Because, hey, that's I do. Man, even now with my son, my one of the connections I have with my grandmother is the Bible, and I know she want to definitely read scriptures and talk about it with my son. She can do it better than I can do it because I don't always agree with all that shit. Respectfully, I don't always agree with it, and so I do want him to have a foundation and a basis as far as spirituality goes, and even at this current moment in time, I disagree with my grandmother, but I do know that she's a very spiritual person, and that she's an individual that I trust. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what they did, bro. They took, not to cut you, they took our spirituality and gave us religion, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing about colonization. You know what I'm saying? It's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong with, the Bible, but the whole thing, the Bible's telling you to get back to the right side of the brain. I'm gonna play. Look, before I play this, let me pull up one more clip because I like to use this dude. You know what I'm saying? He's a good reference to use. I like to use him right here. He breaks down the Bible pretty good. He's a priest, and he tell you that the Bible's based off numerology and all the sciences like we already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. His name is Bill Donahue. He's one of the.
I've heard of Bill Donahue. I've heard of Bill Donahue.
I don't use his information a lot, but when it comes to like the introductory, he's great at the introduction. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like.
And the thing is so the way I look at it is you always have to have a base and a foundation for the conversation that we're gonna have. Until at some point in time, it's really hard for me, somebody like myself, once again, I can't just talk religion. And the problem is when I start talking to my son about certain things, I'm like, okay, I'm not quite sure how to structure it, if that makes sense. And so there are times where I'll tell my grandmother, and she know I done told her multiple times, I don't agree with everything she says. I do not agree with it. But one thing I do agree with is the basis of the structure she comes with. And the reason I say that is because the basis of the structure he comes with is not going to be just strictly Jehovah. No, it's going to be on principles of being a good individual.
Getting back to higher self, bro.
I can rock with that piece of it. I can rock with that piece of it. And I always say that was one of the pieces, even though I didn't agree 100% with the religion, that was a piece that helped build me. And then I was able to go into and start to learn other things and build knowledge off of those other things. My problem is I'm not in depth. I'm not in depth enough to understand how to build outside. I need a base to build off of. Even when me and you start talking, listen to what I say. What I say? No, hey, bro, cook, because I'm looking for a base to build off of.
I got you.
And so, because for me at the time, my grandmother, that was the base to build off of. But at the same time, once I can start to build, then I can start to develop. I can't develop without starting a foundation. And I'm not gonna say I don't believe. I don't know what the true foundation to build off. I don't know what the right. Let me put it that way. I don't know what the right foundation is to build off of. I don't even know if there is a right foundation. I don't know if there's a such thing.
Yeah, man, family. Like when look, I tell people this life is a solo journey, but then sometimes I'll say, well, it is a solo journey, but solo journey with a group effort. Sometimes you're going to be by yourself in this knowledge. Sometimes you're going to have people to, give you that boost of where you need to get through that threshold. Or, if you picture it as like doors, you walk through that door so you can go down that rabbit hole, so you can get enlightenment. And the whole thing is to get back to higher self. Like this dude right here teaches on the right brain, not getting out of that carnal nature. All the religions teach on not being carnal, meaning not being in your lower nature, you know what I'm saying? Being balanced. Not even so much your higher nature, but just a higher level thought process and a higher level of consciousness. So, you know, when you look at like I say, the Bible or any of these, you know, practices, you know, are you using it to become a better person?
Hey, real quick, real rap. Where you at? Where you located? Respectfully, of course.
Louisiana.
Okay.
Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
so
like
you
I'm
on
like
central? You on central time? It's
Central.
2:05 there. It's 2:05 there.
Yeah.
It's 3:05 here. So
mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm about to shut this motherfucker because I gotta go to sleep. I ain't gonna hold you, but I still, man. And what I would ask.
Let me just play this real quick, bro. If you don't mind.
No, we're gonna listen to it. What I would ask is this, though. What I would ask is this. I would want to have someone not my channel is hell. I don't know. We can have it on my channel. Fuck it. I would ask that, man, we need to do something at least once a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where we just get in here and you teaching, bro. Like you are truly like I'm learning right now, and so I'm one of the individuals. I'm never too shy or I can get on here and say I do not know. But I do want to know, and I want to hear, and I want those opinions, and I want that understanding, because shit, nigga, that's what life is about.
That's real.
That's what life is about. And so, if we could do this once a week, I would love that, bro. I would love doing it once a week, and you just doing like what you're doing right now, bro. You teaching, and one thing, you know, like I told you, I rock with Sarnetta them. I rock with them. At the same time, it'd be so much arguments and so much.
People ain't trying to hear that. Facts.
It ain't. To some degree, you can learn and get some pieces of information, but you got to listen to get 30 minutes worth of information. You got to listen to 4 hours and a half of arguments, and it's like, bro, hey, it is what it is. Y'all got it, man. Y'all, and same thing, respectfully to my brother H Money. I started rocking over there because it was too much argumentative shit going on for me. I'm not an argumentative dude. I want to learn. I want to hear niggas cook and educate me, bro. Like
real talk.
Anytime you can educate me, then shit. Hey, I'm quick to say I'm listening. Go ahead, my bro. Go ahead, real. My bad.
Gotcha. Well, look, I'm gonna play because like these are way shorter. So instead of having to play them long ass clips, these are like minute clips, so they way shorter. But yeah, like. Your foundation got to be starting with self, knowing thyself, then knowing your family. You know what I'm saying? Family records, family history, your clan, tribe, nation, confederation, in that order. That's how this paradigm works.
Hell, like they say, it means he will intercede. Look at the number 9. The numerical value to the word Adam in Hebrew in the ancient scriptures is 9. Everything had a numerical value, and that's why there is such mystery in the ancient scriptures, because they use numbers to deceive people who tried to think intellectually. You know what you're doing? You know what we're doing? We're reading the Bible intellectually in the same way as if you and I said, let's go shoot the bull, and then somebody said, oh, they're going out and kill an animal. That's because they read us literally. They didn't read us symbolically. We're not going to go out and kill an animal. We're going to have a conversation. I said to your boy, you really spilled the beans. Oh, they said that must be some ritual. They're going to go out and get a broom and sweep up the beans. You're not to sweep up any beans. It just means you talk out of turn. He shot his mouth off. Pow. No, he didn't. It just means he said something he shouldn't have said. He's off the wall. Where's the wall? No, he's not. It means that he's strange. He's different. And you can think of thousands of symbolic verses that you use, and the Bible is filled with them, and yet you take it literally. That's how stupid we are. That's why you've got all of this in this country, in religion and fear and in misunderstanding and in suicides and all of this violence right in the middle of religion, because religion is teaching you literally what was intended to be taken symbolically.
Right here, watch this.
Oh, hey, you know yourself. You've read the story of Abraham and Sarah. She was 100 years old or something and had a baby, and you're taking this literally. It's not a literal story at all. It's an allegory. How do I know it? Look up Galatians 4:24. The Apostle Paul says the story of Abraham and Sarah. He says which things are an allegory. It's a symbolic story. If the Bible says it, can't you even really believe that?
Facts. Play one more.
And real quick, before you play it, regardless of not just the Bible, any when we look at Kemet, when we look at Samaria, all of them, that's what they use. They use allegories. These weren't literal stories that they're talking about. They've always been allegories to speak on, and most of the time is using nature to speak to damn near how to survive you know what I'm saying, in the situation that you're in. It's giving you more the higher knowledge of self first, and then also saying, okay, now we have this higher knowledge of self. Now we have to make sure that the people are able to coexist with one another and understand what needs to happen for them to move forward and to be successful. It was never about direct stories or this is literal. It was never about that. And it's so crazy to me that people still tell me, and the brother, respectfully to my brother, and he's speaking facts. He is speaking facts. I want to pull this out real quick. Respectfully to my brother, Philip H. When he brings up, when I brought up Jonah and the well, and he brought up, well, yeah, no. You did have an individual who lived in the well, this, that, for a day, this, that, whatever. Wait a minute, brother. That's not what we're talking about. We're going to the story, and we're strictly speaking about this individual supposedly being in the whale's belly for, 3 days, right? It's an allegory. This isn't something that literally happened. It didn't literally happen that way. And it's crazy. Even when we go and listen to the story of Aset, and man, especially in Kemet, the different stories in Kemet that they have. People want to talk about or homosexuality, those type of. These are allegories, bro. Like these people, they're telling stories so that they pass traditions on among the people that they're growing and living with. They're not speaking factually. The people didn't take these stories like they happened, bro. Like it didn't happen that way. And so it's just it's crazy. It's crazy. Hold on, let's say, bro, drop the link to your chat. I don't know if you're talking to me or you. He's probably talking to you, real rap. I think he's talking to you as far as my brother Philip H. And shout out to my brother Philip H. A great brother. You feel me? Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, real rap. I
This
get
gonna be the last one.
Shit.
Nah, it's your shit. This gonna be the last one, and then I'm gonna shut it down too, bro. Cause man, I've been up for days, late night, like doing my own individual stuff. But look, this is gonna be the last one. So Bobby is gonna confirm what Bill said. That's why I like to put these videos together.
Okay.
The God of the day or the God of the living means that in actuality, the God of these two eyes, which is a cheat, he creates this illusion around you, which is a hologram. The God of the dead is inside of you. Where's the God of the dead? Jesus died on the cross. Where's the cross? If you stand up and put your arms out like this,
you the motherfucking cross.
Yes, sir.
That's the cross.
My bad. I didn't mean to
say that. Nah. Go ahead and ad-lib. That's fact.
Now where's Christ? Christ
in you.
In you. On the cross.
Yeah.
That's the cross that Jesus died on. That means that your soul is on the inside. It died long ago when you fell into the physical realm. Facts. And it will be resurrected again.
When you die.
Facts. That's why.
That's what this thing is talking about.
Facts.
And real quick, it's so crazy. If you go look at certain African cultures, certain African traditions, you had individuals killing themselves because they believed that when you were living on earth, you feel me, you was living in hell. They were killing themselves because they felt like, damn it, and I don't know if in my opinion, I agree to some degree with what they were doing, because I think that in my opinion, yeah, of course the body dies, but the spirit doesn't die.
Goes on. Yeah.
Energy is only transmitted.
Exactly. That's the first law of thermodynamics. Now I'm just give you the reference. The first law of thermodynamics states that Energy cannot be created or destroyed, and it's only transferred. Continue, bro.
And because of that, and what we've seen from other individuals, you know, it's so hard for me to believe that, you know, how people preach or teach that, the physical body, this is probably our worst state, in my opinion. I think this is our worst state.
This is our lowest state. Like, this is a low nature. It's a low nature state.
Say it again. And I say worse. That's the perfect word. This is our lowest state. And we've seen, if you can master your mindset, right? If you can control the mind, if you can control your energy, then you can bring yourself to a higher state of being. When we talk about astral projection, right? People always say that. I've heard multiple times that you can't really do. No. Astral projection is very real. That's very real. And so there are so many different levels as to the plane that we're living on, but because we're in such a low state, dealing with the food that we're eating, dealing with the information that's being given to us, and the mind state that we're in, right? It lowers our mind state, and so it doesn't allow a lot of individuals to operate on that higher frequency of living. When we talk about the Kundalini, right?
You got to come build with me, bro. You got to come to my platform now, bro. You know too much. You got to come to the platform.
I don't know a lot. I'm just talking about what I don't know a lot. I don't know. I'm looking to learn. I'm looking to learn.
But look. I'm saying it as a compliment because I can tell you well studied. Like, you're not somebody that just picked this up yesterday. So, like, you would be able to hang with me and my partners. You know what I'm saying? When we start going deep, you'll be able to hang. You know what I'm saying? We just come from an American perspective. But let me just read this. Like, this is my own. Go ahead, my bad. This is my own little add-on, like, to be able to help, like, with the video. So a lot of times when people read, I like to give them like another paragraph or two just to be able to give them a perspective from my own. So what I'm saying is, what you're hearing is how you actually break down the Bible through mysticism. You have to destroy your old mindset and go into quote unquote hell, right? Which hell is a metaphor for your lower nature, like how Jesus went to hell for 3 days. That's numerology / symbolism for going into your dark matter energy to manifest your light. You have to go into the dark to find your light, meaning meditation, which meaning meditation. That's what's called duality, an instance of opposition or contrast between two concepts or two aspects of something. So to finalize, I always say, this paradigm is the battling of opposites by balancing the mind. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick before you get into your video,
oh no, that's it. I just wanted to read that.
I'm gonna say, I don't know if I want to say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna save it. Only reason is because if I ask, we really got to cook on the question I want to ask, and so what I'm gonna say is you damn right. I would love to be on the panel with you, and
gotcha.
The majority of the time, I'm probably going to be quiet, listening.
Nothing wrong with that.
And just have questions here and there. But I got so much, man, I got so much respect for you, bro, because I know what I've gone through and what I've studied and what I've tried to build upon. And I know it is really hard to talk about that with a lot of individuals. When I try to talk to individuals that I rock with on a daily basis, right? A daily basis. Next thing you know, they be like, "Hey, bro, you going too deep into that." Wait a minute. Well, hold on. How can you go too deep?
We ain't going deep enough. We ain't going deep enough.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
And knowledge is infinite, bro. There's no stopping knowledge because you never can learn. You can never learn anything. So that's why I say I'm a master student. That's why I say I'm not a teacher, because like the things that you knew as a child, look how much higher of a degree you learn as a man. Think about when you're in a higher body or a higher level of consciousness, how much further you may know the same thing from childhood, but just at different degrees. That's why I say multiple things can be true. So
that shit crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on the panel, bro. Like, I do Zoom though, so all you gotta do is just download the Zoom app, hit the link, I'll bring you up, and Zoom.
I already got the Zoom app. You feel me?
Dope.
I got it. It just, I will say, I'm not real familiar with utilizing it, but it don't matter.
I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, it don't matter. I'll figure it out. I just want to be. I don't even want to have nothing. I just want to listen and be a part of the conversation and take the knowledge in, because it's hard to find these type of conversations. Nigga, hey, you live in goddamn Louisiana. I'm a Georgia boy, and Warner Robins, Georgia, right now. It might be a handful of motherfuckers that's talking about this shit like we'll talk about it, and I don't know none of them niggas. You feel me? I don't know none of them.
It's the same. See, like we got more spirituality because New Orleans, Baton Rouge, like Georgia, Florida, Louisiana. It was all one connected, state at one time. It was all known as Florida at one time. You know what I'm saying? All damn near all the way up to New York. And then at one time, most of the country was known as Louisiana. So, you have these different time periods, ebbs and flows of, knowledge, gaining knowledge, losing knowledge, maintaining it. But the thing is, like you gotta be the inspiration. That's why I say I call myself the guider of light. I am not the light, but I help guide people to the light through their darkness. You know what I'm saying? You learn so much more in the dark, you know what I'm saying? Because in the dark, there's no distraction. It's just you and yourself, and you get to deal with self, and you get to learn God's.
And that's look for a lot of people. That's the scariest point.
Facts.
Going into them. And this is speaking from personal experience. One of the scariest moments of my life, right? Even now, going into that dark moment where now it's me. It is you talking to you. Right?
Facts.
And a lot of people, they be like, oh, well, hell no, nah. You talk to yourself all the time. People, whenever if you say you don't talk to yourself, you're crazy. So it's going into understanding, right? Because the conversation I can have with myself is on a higher level than anybody else. Always. And because of that, I don't always understand some of the things that I come across, or some of the I don't always understand what I'm thinking, if that makes sense. And so this conversation is one of those times where it gives me that opportunity to kind of bounce some of my thoughts off of somebody else who has a similar mindset. I don't know if it's good or bad yet. I still haven't figured that out. I will tell you that. I don't know if that's always a good or bad thing, because you can always bounce things off of the wrong people. But I always feel like if individuals can, the same way me and you've been talking, if individuals can come to that same mind state and bounce those type of ideas and conversations off of you, hell no, that's the right conversation to have. That's the right conversation. And win, lose, or draw in that conversation, I've gained something. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to rock with you, bro. I'm definitely gonna hit you up, and I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm sitting here. I'm at my goddamn computer desk right now. I done dropped my phone and shit. I'm sitting here looking for the phone.
I'm holding my eyes up. Bro.
Man,
I know how it be, bro.
Go do your thing, real rap. But no.
I'm about to go crash.
I promise. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna send you. I'm sending you a message tonight.
Just shoot me a text. Shoot me a text.
Just hit me back, and we'll rock from there, bro. Because
I got
this
you.
This is definitely a conversation that I definitely want to have, and I appreciate you for just coming up and shit, keeping that bitch a buck, bro. Like everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do it. So
and that's just a couple videos, a little bit of reading material. But see, what I do is I try to bring it all together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll have 20, 30 tabs up, and I'll run through each tab and do a whole class like that.
Bro, I ain't, like I said, I just find you goddamn shot, and I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, bro, I watched you break. So you had it was like goddamn, probably respectfully, about 11. I think it was about either 10, 11 motherfuckers on the panel, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bro, you going through everybody, everybody on what they're talking about. I think that shit was like a 3-hour live for you. You feel me? And I'm listening. I'm like, okay, you literally breaking down what everybody is talking about. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, okay, I fuck with it. Did not know that you was jumping on the panel tonight. Did not know it.
I saw you live, bro. I saw you live. I just had to go holler at Reg. I had to go holler at Monty, and I was like, I saw you still live. I was like, my nigga, instead of catching the playback, I was like, man, let me go support my bro, man, because he always supported me. So let me go support my bro, man.
Man, and definitely, we definitely want to support Monty. Definitely want to support Reg. You feel me? And, man, show them brothers love, man. And thank you, bro. Thank you so much because you don't know how much, like, bro, you got me. I'm excited about some other shit now.
Once I come off strike, hey, look, like on strike, I can't post nothing, right? But once I come off strike, I'll start posting your channel to my community wall, so I can, you know what I'm saying, let people know that you got a channel.
Don't post my channel, bro. Don't do
that.
No, I don't. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
I do my channel. I don't do. I ain't doing shit for likes. I ain't doing shit for views. Nigga, I do it because I just love the sport. You feel me?
I feel it.
I'm not looking for. I'm not looking. And also, I mean, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, bro, I want to come support y'all because I think what you're doing is way more important than anything I'm talking about, bro. Like,
well, see, like you got a great knowledge in boxing, a knowledge base in boxing, and I got a lot of people. See, like my homeboys that I talk to every day, they love boxing talk.
Okay,
they can't get enough of it. Yeah. So I'm not trying to bring casuals. I'm trying to bring people that be looking for, other channels that be talking that shit. And salute to you too, Philip. But yeah, bro, I do it because out of love, you know what I'm saying? If people come, like that's what we do. That's how channels grow. Like your channel fuck with my channel. My people come fuck with your people, vice versa. That's how people are able to cross promote from different platforms. Because I don't like. I used to talk boxing on my channel back in the day, but that's not my lane. Like I'm a hardcore casual, but I love the sport. You know what I'm saying? I know my lane.
Casual. You ain't no casual.
I don't watch all fight. I don't watch all fights. You know what I'm saying? I only watch the fights that I like. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call myself a casual. But for me, man, I just love to listen to people that really know the history. Like I love blood boxing. I love my bro Bruce Gas. I love the guys that can talk that old time boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's when I do what you do. I'll sit back, roll me a blunt. You know what I'm saying? Get something to drink, and I'll relax. Just enjoy it and just enjoy the show. Yes, sir.
Man, man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I gotta come fuck with you, man. You ain't
come fuck with me.
Hey, you and I'm one of my resolutions. I ain't gonna say New Year's resolution, but one of the things I want to do this year, I gotta get to Texas, bro, because I'm a Cowboys fan. Definitely will be in Texas for a Cowboys game. But I gotta get back, and I know you in Shreveport, right?
Lafayette. I'm like 3 hours. Yeah, I'm 3 hours south of Shreveport, so I'm closer to New Orleans.
Okay, that's perfect because that's what I need to get back to New Orleans. I done been to New Orleans twice.
Yeah,
right. And I gotta get back, man. I love the food and I love the women, respectfully, of course.
Oh, bro, man, some of the most beautiful women in the world, right down here in South Louisiana, man.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, sir.
They
yes,
bad.
sir.
They
yes,
bad.
sir.
Hey,
Georgia got them too, though, bro. I love visiting Georgia, bro.
Hey,
Georgia got them all day long.
That's a fact. That's a. I can't disagree. I can't.
Hey, Texas too, Florida, Alabama. I love the South, bro. The West Coast, the Midwest.
So
I just love America.
This is the craziest thing. I'm gonna tell you. This is the craziest thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just be me being honest. I don't like to. Ain't gonna say I'm not a fan of women from the North, specifically New York. They're a tad bit too aggressive and grimy for me.
Yeah,
respectfully.
Fact.
I love them. They're beautiful. They're beautiful.
I love Puerto Ricans. I'm like Pac, bro. I need Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, bro.
hey, look, hold on, wait a minute. I swear to God, Rap. I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
This year, so last year was my first time going to the DR, right?
All right.
I
remember when you took that trip. I remember when you came back and you were selling this. Yeah. I remember you had just came back.
It was my first time going, bro.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going. I think I'm going 2, maybe 3 times this year. Bro.
You had a partner down there. I remember you was telling us about.
Sir.
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
Sir.
I remember the story. I remember you telling us you like you a big tall nigga. You like
yes,
6'5",
I'm
6'6".
6'5". I'm 6'5".
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
I be listening, bro. I got a damn good memory, bro. I be remembering.
And so this was my. I had a amazing time down
ball.
there.
I know you did.
Amazing time, and I'm definitely going back this year. I'm going back possibly at least twice this year. Maybe
we gotta
3
set
times.
up. We gotta set up a bros trip. So that's why I say I'm gonna
Let's
hit
do
you,
it.
bro. Because man,
I'm
I want to
with
go
it.
to the. Look, I just read up on my passport last year, so
Yes,
I want to hit the
sir.
islands. I want to hit South America. I want to hit Mexico because I want to start going. Yeah, I want to start going to these pyramids, but I also want to see.
Hold on, wait a minute, and that's the
indigenous.
other, and that's the other part of it. I need to start seeing you when you said the pyramids.
Yes, sir.
Ain't
All the
no
American
way,
pyramids.
Ain't no
yes,
way
sir.
we got pyramids
right here
in the same structure, right? In the same aligned the exact same way as Giza, as the shit in Africa is, and it matches up with constant. Ain't no way all that shit. That shit don't all match up. It can't all be a coincidence, bro. It can't.
It's
be
not
a
no
coincidence.
coincidence.
I need to know what's going on. I don't know all the way. I don't know all the way what's going on.
Right.
But I do know that these individuals who are building these big ass pyramids, who at this current moment in time, motherfuckers cannot duplicate. Facts. They can't duplicate this shit.
Facts.
Right?
Speak on it.
Man, these brothers, these individuals, right? They had knowledge that isn't present today. Clearly,
advanced facts.
They had advanced knowledge, and so I was watching some shit, and they're talking about the water running under the Giza pyramid and how the water that's running under it, it creates a certain type of electricity. Right, and the electricity is being able to use to power the pyramid. Damn man,
energy center, bro. That's what they call it. It's the energy center, healing centers.
What are we talking about right now?
And think about it. Your body is electromagnetic. That's why when cats fall out or their hearts stop, what they got to do? They got to get them to
them paddles.
Yeah,
you get the little, and what they give you a little electricity, and why they give it to you to run your the same thing you do with a car. Facts. The only way you can jumpstart a car is if enough energy is in that motherfucker already to keep this shit running. That's the only way you can jumpstart that bitch. Facts. And that's what they do with the heart. And I was looking at this shit and I'm like, so when we're talking about the water that's able to run under the pyramid, causing electricity to run through the pyramid. Well, think about it. The body is what? At least 70. I think it's more. I think it's more toward the 80%. But I'm gonna go with what the people say. I think they say it's 70% water. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if it's 70% water, that means that it's 70% electricity at least.
Real talk, bro. Because electricity is. Well, water is a great conductor of electricity.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we're gonna build, bro. Look, bro. Man, apology. No. My bad, because I done ran off everybody except for Phil, man. Everybody but look, that's how it be, bro. Because knowledge ain't for everybody, and knowledge ain't for everybody at certain times in their journey. You know what I'm saying? So it's no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, respectfully. Like, that's why, I do certain things on my platform and I just come and talk boxing, you know what I'm saying? Over here, I'll come and talk, like man shit, because I can meet you on multiple facets, on multiple levels, you know what I'm saying? But man, much respect to you, right side, man. Yeah, I always believed that you was a good dude, you was a good man. Now I know my dog is single father out here doing it, bro. So, man, much respect to you, because I had a great father, bro. So, salute to you, man, for being a family man and being a great dad, and being an example for those to follow, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And rap, man, we definitely got to get it in. Hey, I got my shit together. I got it together. I'm going to hit you within the next 5 or 10 minutes after we jump off. I'm gonna hit you. Sure. Make sure you respond. Matter of fact,
I got you.
When I hit you, I'm gonna call you, bro. I'm gonna call you. Right. And the reason I do that, I'm gonna tell you why I do that. I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah. I done had a lot of niggas. They be like, "Oh yeah, hit me up, this, that, whatever." You hit them up, and next thing you know, they ghost your ass. You feel me? And
Yeah.
the good thing is hell, it wasn't nothing but boxing. It was all boxing. So
You got good energy, bro. Like, I didn't experience that too, bro. Like, look, I tell people, you don't have to have my number. I don't have to have yours. I can hit you on Instagram, email. Like, we don't have to do the number thing. You know, some people be real finicky with their number. I tell them, bro,
Man.
it ain't nothing for me to block a nigga, you know what I'm saying, and just not
as long as we in contact and we can contact each other consistently. Yeah. I don't care how it is. Respect.
Facts. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Respect.
Facts. Just stay in touch.
I could care less. All I'm saying is I got your information and I will definitely be hitting you in a few, bro.
Real talk, bro.
When I hit you, answer the phone. I might talk some bullshit for another 15 minutes just to tell you.
All right. All right.
Hey, like I told you, the first time I seen you, bro. Nigga was at the steak. He was in there. You was in there eating the steak, and then I was like, "Man, that's my nigga real." And it was crazy because, like, I done talked to you so many times, right? And I'm like, God damn, man, it's hard to put a name with a face. It's always hard to put a name.
That's why I always show my face, bro. I ain't got no I don't make people. Like the only thing, if I don't know somebody before they come on my board, you can't really do it with Zoom. But when I had StreamYard, I make them show their face before I pull them up, you know, because I got to know you before you come on my platform. But once I know people, you know, man, we're going to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, man. My brother, Philip H. That's my brother. Philip, we definitely live tomorrow night. We will be picking the Cowboys game. You know what I'm saying? We will be talking about all the playoff games as well tomorrow night. Philip come through like we did last week. Me and my brother Philip. I think it was just me and him in the goddamn building. I'm talking to Philip. He was commenting that motherfucker. He was giving this shit off as well. Shout out to my brother Philip H.
So to Philip,
and so we will definitely be live tomorrow, and we will be giving all our picks as far as what we got on the playoffs tomorrow, man.
And that's what I want to. And that's what I want to do. I want to get back into sports, bro, because sometimes like you need a reprieve from all this knowledge. So that's why I say like. I stopped watching football like 2014, 2015 before the Kaepernick thing, but I want to come back, you know what I'm saying? Because I love the game. You know, I just hate that they took the ability to play defense away from my dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. See, this is where I can tell that. See, you ain't watching enough because first things, if you watch the Georgia Bulldogs play.
Oh, right, I love college now. I love college. I'm talking about NFL. I love college.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. If you watch my dogs play, right, you're going to see defense. If you watch my Cowboys play, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see defense. That's what you're going to see.
All right.
And I'm talking about it tomorrow. Shout out to you, real man. Much love to you, brother. Much love. I'm going to hit you in a second, bro.
I'm waiting on it. I'm going to drop back down, bro. All right, peace.
Hey, man, we had a great show tonight. Shout out to my brother, Philip H. in the building. Shout out to my brother, Real Rap, coming through, showing love. You know what I'm saying? We will be live tomorrow. We will definitely be going over all the playoff picks. You know what I'm saying? We will definitely be going, we'll be focusing on the Cowboys versus the 49ers. And, man, thank y'all, man. I got a lot of love for y'all. I appreciate y'all. And, man, appreciate y'all showing love. And tonight, man, real quick, before we jump off, man, we had Philip H. in the building showing love. Mad love in the building. I apologize, Philip. I will get to your comments tomorrow, bro. And as long as you dropping comments, all of them will be received with love, my brother, and they will be read. You feel me? They will be read. Shout out to my brother, Real Rap, in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to who else we had tonight? Man, we had my brother G-Ball in the building. We had Ben Israel in the building. Excuse me. We had my brother Piro in the building. We had the boxing scholar come through, showing love as always. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Who am I missing now? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Alden Johnson, always. My brother AJ showing love. Juice was in the building, man. Rob G. Films, always showing love, man. Much love. You know what I'm saying? Josh Sanders. Reggie Owens was in the building. Man, R. West, my brother. R. West is my guy. I fuck with him. Shout out to my brother R. West. Piro was in the building. My brother again. Joey Chaz was in the building, man. Man, and thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. I can't do this shit without y'all. I don't care if it's one person in the motherfucking chat or if it's 5 people in the chat. At the end of the day, I come on here and I do it because I love it. I love talking what I talk, and I appreciate y'all for coming through and showing me love, man. Always know, man, when you rocking with Doug, man, you rocking with the right side, and we're going to stay on the right side. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love, family. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. We out for the night.